Go get it, baby. Hey, everybody. I'm back again. Finally getting into some live stream action. I did promise I would do one, or at least suggested I would do one. Do one. But, yeah, so there's your intro right there. I'm really happy to be doing content again. I read a whole bunch of comments, and it just really got me. I've been planning to come back at this time and do a lot of work and a lot of posting. And the live streams were going to be the last thing to kick in. And as you saw, I did a reaction video. So that's going to be my goal, is to do consistent match day content and bring the live streams back as well. So I'm super excited. I'm having my coffee here. Thank you, everybody, for all your comments. Got me buzzing. It's been a great weekend. United lost. We won. City won. Obviously, they were going to win. FPL was interesting. I had to totally revamp my squad. Yeah, there's little. I'm starting to figure out the little adjustments. Some of the simple secrets. I've been an amateur for fantasy football for the last, since I started it about 4 years ago. And I was actually able to rank decently because I'm naturally good at stuff like that. Predictions, players, numbers, all sorts of things. And I actually didn't do too bad. And this season I managed to actually get game 1 started. Last season I missed it. So I already feel like I'm doing good. So yeah, I mean, just going to see if anyone's around for a live stream. It's super late. We'll see if we get some good comments going. Yeah, it's 9:45 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. And I'm living the dream, man. We're coming back. We're going to get it. This coffee's cold, though. I've been trying to make dinner, setting up, getting some ideas for the live stream. It's been wild. It's been good. I mean, geez, that chase a goal. Speaking of wild, what a great moment. And yeah, so that's it. I'm just chilling. Want to see if anybody shows up. And yeah, so far everything's going good. My dad's doing super. I'm gonna try to bring him into the streams, ease him in. Been away for a while, but I needed some perspective and I needed to work on things. I just don't have time. You know, sometimes in life you gotta pick and choose what you want to put time into. But yeah, so I added Semenyo. I added HAALAND. We can take a look at my Premier League. Here's me. Shake it up a little bit. And where is... That's what I'm looking for right there. Sorry, I'm just taking a second. I don't have the right window open. There we go. So, close to the top mill for my game week 1. And we'll talk all sorts of stuff. If we get people in here, then I can just go off the cuff. I'd rather just start with my FPL. So it was an interesting start. I used my bench boost. My bench actually did pretty good. I thought I could get more points with Sells. He just didn't get the points that match. I had Pope on the bench. He got points. I've already dropped Verge for this week. You know, tactically because of money. And I could probably get more points. Like, that's all it really is, right? It's more, it's not so much the player you know, your favorite defender kind of thing. It's probabilities on A, are they going to play, which Verges is a good staple for, and are they going to get touches? Is it going to be a lot of defending that game? Is it going to be a lot of attacking? Is the keeper going to have, like I think, I don't know, was it United? Was it their keeper? I don't know. Someone on their team got some really, really crazy points, I think I saw. And I'm like, oh wow, I wonder what it was. And I knew they lost somehow. And it was 1-0. Great start. Not too bad at all. So here's my squad. Like, you can see where I messed up. I had to take him out. Like, some of these names I'm not even going to try to pronounce until I know them. Again, I just got rid of both these guys, both the City players. I got rid of Bernardo too. I didn't have a lot of time to pick, right? And I don't know every single player. So really, I kind of have to wait to copycat a little. That's the best thing you can do if you don't know all the players and you aren't able to or haven't done your homework, is, the old cheat code. So I actually used my you get two of them, right? So I used the bench boost right away, and I used, what's it called, the unlimited hit? Is it called wild card? So I used that too. Next week I'm thinking, I can't remember who we're playing next week, but I want to use one triple captain for Mo. So, luckily I had the bench boost, picked up some points there. I got rid of Watkins too. I just, I'm kind of a little bit, what's the word? What do you call it? Ruthless. I'm just going to be ruthless. I'm not going to worry too much about I don't want to be, because Watkins is good. He'll probably do good next week though. That's the thing. I even wondered the same about Sells. Like, do I play Pope? But sure enough, Sells is going to get points. I would assume. We'll see how it goes. I mean, yeah, I did a lot of switching. Obviously using my unlimited transfers. So, really, I just basically, a little pro tip. If you have a bad start, or you're not good with, what's it called? If you're not good with predicting the right players on your first couple weeks, you can always look at the team of the week. Like, that's kind of the thing. I think a lot of people, copying is part of the tactics. Like, I don't think there's someone that says they're not going to look. I think everybody looks and adjusts. I think that's just smart to really do that, to piggyback and switch it up. So yeah, typical Liverpool fan over here. You don't see any United players. I'm determined not to use a United player. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I like to keep this. I don't mind down the road, especially if they're doing bad, but one player's doing good. I might take that one player for a week or a couple game weeks. All right. So, let's see here. So I did okay. Not too bad. Really, considering how bad I was going to take Semenyo, and I chose last second. I was rushing to do this thing. I put this thing together. It was a terrible there were some good ideas, like McAllister, who I actually already dropped. Again, unlimited transfers. I'm trying to copy a little bit here to catch up, to have a good start, okay? And sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I definitely, my instincts, sometimes I look at players and I just get this like almost a mini vision, like, oh, they're gonna get 16 points. And with Semenyo, I felt like 2 goals, or I really did. Like, I didn't know he was gonna score 2 goals, but I was like, he's gonna get. In a flash, I'm like, he's gonna get 13 points or something, or 14, 16 points. I think he got 16. But I knew, like, I just had that moment, and then I was like, he's playing us. No, don't bet him, because maybe he won't get the chances. And I brushed it off. I took a Wobie, you know. I shouldn't have took Gundogan. That was just I wasn't aware of City's players and some of their midfield selection and new players too. So yeah, I mean, I said Watkins didn't get anything. I was hoping to get more out of him. Iwobi only got 2. I dropped him, dropped Watkins. Like, again, I'm using my unlimited transfers. I'm gonna be ruthless. Reset it. So yeah, watch for all these guys I dropped to get 10 points. Watkins, Iwobi, Bernardo. Actually, I'm surprised. Again, this was a bit of a desperation setup. It was like midnight, and I go, oh man, I don't want to forget and try to worry about putting a squad together right before a match or missing it, which I did before last year. So I just slopped this thing together, and I know, Bernardo just seemed like, I mean, that's the thing. You can get a great player, but it doesn't always translate into points, that like max points. It's all about just maxing your, you got to try to really, if you're going to have a shot at winning, which is crazy difficult odds to even get in the top 1,000, you got to be having 10 points a player, probably a higher average than that, not including your bonuses and whatnot. So pretty solid start. I haven't really looked at all the results. We got all the results there. I'm going to see if there's any comments. Is there anybody in this stream? 4 views. There's nobody here. Like, I don't know what else to do. I tagged people a little bit before I went live. I didn't post on Twitter. My volume should be on. My volume, like, sometimes you just can't win doing this stuff, right? I don't know. YouTube, I'll just get into we'll talk some funny stuff since there's nobody here and I'm in an echo chamber right now. They do weird things, like they won't give me, they'll make my reaction video so limited on impressions for the first hottest point, the first 48 hours. They some videos and the best moments, they popped them. And like, I'm not asking for ridiculous numbers, but it's so wrong when some fraud can immediately print 30K on upload or whatever, even crazier than that. And I'm trying to get it legitimately, and I'm at 2K after almost, it's been two full days. And when I was live on my phone, I started uploading these shorts. We will get views. I know where to get views. I just do the live stream stuff as, like, it's good to interact, and it's very hard to get traction for the live streams, right? So it's a battle when you're live and you've got no comments. It's very discouraging, and it's like, it's kind of silly that they don't push the live stream. Like, why would they hide it like that and not at least put it where people can see it? That really frustrates me on these downtimes, right? So, yeah, I get really frustrated sometimes. And what was the point I was going to make? I lost my train of thought. I'm just babbling about YouTube anyways right now till I see a comment or some people in this stream. But I was making a point. Yes, my point was, so my video, it's not even at 2.3K. And when I was uploading these little shorts, and the volume was off. The volume was off. I didn't know because I selected it, and it's very confusing. Like, if you haven't done it before, you can't tell if it's on or off once you've clicked it a couple times. Right? So I end up muting it. We're putting all these clips there. I go into my studio while I'm watching the match, and I quickly list them all. So, because everything else is fine. Just to see what happens, to upload. And to let people know I'm live. And it seemed to do okay. Like, we got a few people in right away. And then one video with no volume gets 2,300 views. Like, just like that. But then everything else is trickled down. The point is what YouTube does is they give you a bulk estimated number and then run it down. Like, you get one pop kind of thing. And depending on what you can do, you might get a few other pops or what moments you're bound to, right? I mean, I might start uploading all sorts of stuff. Like, I might as well just do videos and not even worry about the live streams, but I like to do live streams. I want to do live streams, but we don't have, like, there's one person that just came in. Oh, there's a comment, finally. Listen, I'm not ranting. I'm a victim of circumstance. There was no one in the comments, so I was just pointing out how it's frustrating to get the live streams going. Doing good, Mr. Smith. Yeah, we're doing great. Dad's doing good. Thank you for coming into the stream. It's super late over here for a live stream, 10 p.m. And we got 2 people in here. All right. It's been 0 for the whole thing. And I managed to, like, do a whole little monologue about fantasy football. I already did. See, YouTube, this is the thing. When I prepare to go live and show people this, right? Like, the whole idea is that they're here live. I've already done the whole thing is already done, and now finally I get 2 people. Like, give me 2 people at the beginning. 2 people. Jeez. Like, give me more than that at the beginning. So it's yeah. Well, see, this is the key. You know what? We're just gonna fuck all the numbers and all the silly stuff. I'm really glad you brought that up, Mr. Smith. Now I'm trying to keep it football. Okay, I know in the past I like to talk all sorts of stuff, and it doesn't always register with your audience when it's a sports or football channel. And because I don't want to get it, does it even matter? They're not even showing the bloody thing. But when that thing happened, yeah, oh, for sure, I know how it works. You're right. I'm not trying to be cheeky there. It's just that I'm so disappointed in how it works, right? But that's several reasons why I stepped away. One was hardware, right? Just did not, the equipment bust, limited. And then another reason was funds. Another reason, have to earn, decided. So there was it was so ridiculous. But once it got to, how do I even say this? Because I'm going to be a bit vague here, but for the people that are in the know, you're in the know. When you've got mainstream, and I'm being very careful with my words here, because I know how it is with this garbage. But when you have a bold-faced lie manipulating the entire world, and people end up losing their child, and you try to you try to play us for fools, like this is how stupid the people behind the scenes are that think they have power, which they don't. and a lot of them have probably already been swept aside, right? Because they're useless and the devil's done with them. So my point, again, this is a very difficult thing for me to really express without expressing certain details. But it was so ridiculous, and we have not seen that done. We know we're lied to a lot, but to that degree of delusion. And you just, for those in the know, what has happened in the last decade, especially the last 5 years ago? I mean, it's criminal, to say the least, and absolutely terrible. The people that have suffered, right? So I walked away. I said, you know what? These guys don't deserve us. You know, it's like they're trying to tell us what to do and take away our rights. So I just said, that's it. I'm not going to worry about playing into their hand and all that. So my channel took a beating, right? Like, and since I got my setup here, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna, for those of you that are joining now, 6 people here, thank you. We already just did fantasy football talk. If you want to talk anything football, fantasy football, let me know in the comments. We're getting into a little bit of personal stuff right now based on the comments. Again, I'm working with what I have here, and I'm not speaking to my audience. I'm speaking to people that are supposed to be monitoring this channel and helping it progress with an audience on YouTube. That's why we're here, right? So the whole point is for people to see the thing. Dare I say that, right? So if I go into my analytics, I'm not even going to show you right now. I'll just tell you how it is. But since then, if you haven't noticed, we're still at 29,000 subs. If I just said screw it and did the reactions for all this time, it would have been great. Things would have been good for the channel, but you know, it was just too much. And the live streaming was really ticking me off for various reasons. All of you that are in the know already know how ridiculous that was and still is, right? So we're getting it going again. I'm taking my time on a Sunday night to have some fun, and I just did a monologue for the opening 6 minutes on my channel about the very thing I spent time to focus on, fantasy football, and there was no comments, nothing to read for like the first 10 minutes or something. So that's why we're on this topic now. And you, my friend, Mr. Smith, thank you. Your second comment, I'm like, okay, I'm going to mention it. So I appreciate it. What other comments do we have here? It is, oh yeah, it's not even about, like, it's not a vanity thing, or like, it's just that I want to do proper live streams. I don't want to BS around, right? Like, so I appreciate your comments, man. Just have to relate to what, when you're doing a live stream too, right? So dare I want to interact and have a live audience. So yeah, I wanted to at least do something for you guys. Thank you again. 10 years. 10 years of Liverpool football talk. The videos, the reactions, the moments have been so good. The streams have been frustrating. Match day will be all right. You guys are supporting us then. Now it's starting to build, so I appreciate everyone who's coming in. I'm trying to take this seriously and actually put together a real stream, so you can appreciate, I don't want to say irony or sarcasm, but the humor of the situation, right? Well, I you know where I'm even, you already know what I'm going to say probably on how ridiculous it is. So, but I'm going to be just doing content, you know, probably a ton of shorts on all sorts of football topics. Eventually when I have time, I'm going to have a lot of time to stream all sorts of different things too. I want to say a shout out to Mickey J. We like to talk a lot of wrestling. I might start uploading that content and doing those live streams, or even UFC Fight Night as well. I have to really rethink how I do this channel. If I'm gonna get the most bang for my buck in terms of audience exposure, like there's no sense doing it if you have to. If they're gonna program it to be this ridiculous, I've got to adjust, right? I've got to make adjustments. That's all. I appreciate this comment, like, so much, man. Hi, with all the top signings, LFC have made how many trophies? Will it, what? Sorry. I'm going to check my screen. Where am I right now? Where am I right now? Okay, there we go. Hard cam! Mickey J knows what a hard cam is. Probably, you should. Wrestling fan. I'm reading. So, yeah, to your comment, which players do you think will do well this season? Okay, so we can get into that. Again, I did fantasy talk already a little bit. I didn't mention my defense. I'm going with a 3-5-2 for game week 2 with HAALAND. I've got Mo and HAALAND. Like, let's go. I know normally that's not... We'll see later on. If I can pull it off, I'm going to try. Why not? The numbers work for me right now, and I'm going to get points. And I just did the... I think I'm onto something. Like, the cheat sheet. The unlimited transfers, game week 2. Copy the number. Like, yeah, man. Like, if I don't, like, you can be... I'm getting off... I know you want me to get back into what you just said there, but I'm back into FPL already. I just lost my point. But, yeah, if you can't pick them great, you can look at who's picking them great. Right? And you can use your, it's like use whatever you got, and you got to really think. And I think I'm going to do pretty good just on that. Street smarts. You got to have FPL street smarts. So I did good. I picked, this is an example of my street smarts. I totally shot the bed with 3 City players. I think Konza got injured too. He's out. Like, so I can't remember now. I'm just, I smoked one earlier. Yeah, street smarts. I don't have the regular smarts, but the street smarts, clearly I got that. So, yeah, I got 65 points. Used the bench boost. Had Pope and a couple other players on there. Yeah, we're on for the quad. Hey, we're always on for the fucking quad. Let's go. Let's get into the real talk. See, this is what I'm saying, man. That's why I bitch about not getting a proper start without any comments. You got to feed the meter. Just getting all silly. But yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. We are though, man. Every year. That's a great point, actually. And I also wanted to... So the signings... Okay, so I didn't notice Wirtz. I really... Player ratings, that again, I wanted to mention this too. Last match, I haven't watched the highlights. I've seen a bit of things here or there. Like, live, I remember it. Now, back in the day... Where's that book? And, wasn't worried about being a fucking legend, having to stream, like, pre, during, and post-match, plus a reaction video that would take 2 to 3 hours, and any Photoshop. Jeez, I was a bloody machine doing it, so I stopped worrying about this shit. But if you can see it, that's how I was marking. I went back to the old school 10 years of Liverpool football talk. I was You see that reaction video? What's he doing? What's he doing right in the middle of the reaction video? Where's the bloody cowboy hat? So that 2017, 2018 Liverpool football talk, pretty much everything since I stopped doing reaction videos, 2016, 2015 to 2020, it's coming back. Okay? It's all coming back. You're going to get the best reaction videos of all time because YouTube just fucking hates me for live streams and wants me to do a million fucking streams for one fucking pop, and you know, they're going to hold down my reaction videos and they simultaneously go viral. I'm so proud of that United video, the 7-0 one. I just looked at it. 1.9k likes on 73k views, 75k views. Ridiculously good ratio. Thank you guys for liking it. And I mean, what a moment, eh? Oh, I haven't heard the Chiesa song. I'll get into your comments. The one thing I do like about these small live streams, that's all I ask. Just a bit of comments. Fucking 10 people, whatever. It's so fucking. I used to bitch when it was 80. But back to the comments. I got 10 bloody things I'm thinking of, eh? That I want to express. So the player ratings. So it's kind of a blur, but I will, if I don't do it in this stream, I got it right here. I'll give you an off-the-cuff thing. I'll probably do it in this stream if we're going to do a long stream. My dinner's going to be sitting there for two. I've already got it planned. I'm already ahead. Boiled the pasta. Normally I say pasta, but for you guys, pasta. And all the nice stuff is. I said I got to do a stream, man. Just get the noodles done. So, what the fuck am I doing here? Okay, so the bloody noodles. Okay, so I got enough where I can go over some of the players. You were asking about the new signings. That's what we were talking about. Kirkez was bad, man, and you know I remember him last year. I fucking think I picked him up and he got me points one thing. So. I'm sure he's probably pretty good, but this is not something he's not used to, right? It's a different, like in a weird way, like again, I haven't seen anything about him. He might have been used to getting attacked all the time. Teams are hungry to fucking beat us though, right? So you got to be extra good. And I just thought, I'm a huge Andy Robertson fan. And I had to edit out the reaction videos because, look, like, they're looking for anything to fucking hold my videos down. So I edited out the swearing because I was swearing. That's why there was nothing about Kirkez in the reaction video. Because I edited out him. At the end, I said, if you're going to bench Robertson for that effing performance. So I just took that. That was a good. This is the thing. You got to, if you get to my videos early, you'll get a treat. And you'll see stuff that other people don't get to see because I go back and I edit it. And I took out some of the dead time. You know, I was editing too quick. And, like, for example, during Gakpo's goal, my dad's looking at the thing. I missed the goal. But it's just him sitting there for, like, 10 seconds at least. So I had to trim that down, you know. For you YouTubers out there, if you want your video really good, you want no dead time. But if you're a total shit fraud channel, you can upload absolute dog shit with fucking minimal effort. And it's botted. So here you go. It's everywhere. Oh, you type in Liverpool football talk? No, sorry, no. Like it's so laughable. So you can understand why I needed a bloody break. So back to the topic at hand. Kirkez, I marked him down for doing one good thing in the match. This is why I like this thing, because even if without remembering most of the match, I at least know who was good or shit. And if you stay under the radar, then you're like a 6 or a 7 if you were. And sometimes people aren't really markable, right? Or are they, when they put a good performance on, remarkable? All right. There you go. Gotta fucking get some jokes in there. Ekatike, clearly man of the match. And I really didn't know. Like, I didn't think about it. I saw it. They said he was player of the match. Oh, excuse me. So Ekatike's man of the match. And I've kind of agreed, but sometimes it's such a flash watching this stuff that I don't retain every... I just can't tell, right? And again, we're not at the game. So sometimes you miss stuff. Sometimes you got an advantage watching at home. Sometimes you have an advantage if you have good seats or if you're at the match. So obviously he was good. He got a goal and assist. I got him down for 4 pluses. Remember back in the day, I would do this bonus stuff. I'd be blowing your mind. So 16 out of 10. What? I'm on the... Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Just had to get something. Little interruption. So yeah, Ekatike, superb, man. Ball control. This guy's a break. He's the breakaway, man. He's a breaker. He's a ball-busting ball breaker. He's breaking your balls all day long. Really impressed. And we watched, I don't think I streamed or put any content, but the double match day preseason, who was it against? Bilbao or whatever? He was good. He was really good in that game. And Rio was good in the first one. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe, like, I don't know. You guys are all bitches with, like, don't say 10. So let's give him, what, a 9? Is that okay? I'm going to try to do player ratings the way that it's traditionally done. So, but 11s are possible. You know? Every now and then we'll have an 11, maybe. Okay, so Kanade was, like, terrible. Like, I can play center back, like, miles better. Like, seriously. I'm out of shape, and I still... Kanade's not doing good. I will give him... I'm going to be nice. I'll just give him, I guess, a 4. Allison's tough to mark. So, okay, I guess a 6, 7, something like that. Right? He does what he can do. There wasn't much for him to... Other than the 2 goals, which you can't get him to save all of them. I think he had one good... He's always good for at least a decent, real good save, right? So, or was that the previous match before that? It's a little bit of a blur, but I don't know. Can't really rate him that accurately. And McAllister was good. Mo was good. Szoboszlai, yeah. Like I can get into this, but if it's 3 people live, I'm not gonna fucking do like a 30-minute breakdown. If they give me this is the thing. If we get the friggin' numbers and the attention we deserve, like, it would be fucking amazing. It'd be bananas in these streams. So I'm going to have to bust my ass and go full-blown secretariat, and it eventually will all happen. The goal is to go live at like 3 a.m. and it's like fucking, you know, crazy numbers. Eventually, I'll just fucking make it happen, man. There's ways to get subs. You know, I might have to change my content, like, not change it, but like add a different strategy, right? Because you gotta play this stupid game they make you play. Anyways, okay. Hugo's been very impressive. So yeah, Kirkes was really bad. Like, I'm only gonna do some of the players, I guess. Build it up again. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, get going. Right. Oh, believe me, dude, my Spotify playlist is like over 10 hours long, I think. At least. Over 200 songs on my Spotify. If you want to find that list, it's all caps ELO faves, like favorites. Electric Light Orchestra. I love me some Jeff Lynne. He's a Forest fan. Probably the greatest he is really like the greatest songwriter. For one guy to wrote what he's written, you guys already know a lot of his stuff. You know, if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Mr. Blue Sky at the beginning, that's ELO mofo. So we'll get it, like, you know, once I get my groove going, and, you know, I'll be doing the football talk, but I'll start having fun and talking this shit too. I love life, man. And I got so much to talk about when it comes to music and all that stuff. So, yeah. ELO faves, if you got Spotify, that's my playlist. You'll see some wild stuff in there. So, I don't know, Kirkes, I mean, yeah, that terrible challenge, right? Like, come on, man. What are you doing? A couple mistakes. You know, maybe it's just, you know, a new team. He seemed like he was a little bit, like, I think he's used to a different defending scenario. We're more, like, kind of ours should be easy, right? Because we're just passing the ball around. But again, for a left back, it might not be that. You kind of have to, I don't know, man. Robertson just had it down, in my opinion. And I think Kirkes obviously has some work to do. But I'm not going to write him off. Terrible performance. I'm not going to, like, you know, let's give it some time. Let's not freak out. So we'll be nice and give him a 4. Him and Kanade I'm giving him 4s. McAllister, yeah, like, I got to give McAllister, I don't know, really good plus, assist too. Yeah, I don't know, 7 something, right? I'll give him a 7. Mo scored at the end. He was pretty much kind of kept in check, but hey, we were up 2-0, and then when they match it, and then we go ahead. Mo, and he gets a goal at the end. He's heavily marked. It is what it is. Mo gets a 6. Szoboszlai, I don't really remember anything from Szoboszlai in this match. It's not his fault. It's me. It's my blur. There's two player ratings. There's the blur that you're like, well, I don't remember anything. And then if I had time to watch the match again, like, once I get super retired, I mean, I will pundit the shit out of this for you guys. Get the chat going? Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, so, like, fuck this. Why am I taking this seriously? Mr. Smith, you're stick it in there, man. Toughen it out. I appreciate the 4 people watching this right now. But I like to try to take it seriously. VVD, he was all right, you know. Frimpong, I love that goal in the other game, not this game, but he had a great fucking goal, man. That told me everything I needed to know, and he can defend pretty good. So I don't know. I just got a mark with 2 positives. Gakpo had a goal, 2 positives. So I guess, I don't know. Like, Gakpo gets maybe a 7. I think I remember he tried to do a good pass. He missed it. Um, what I like about Gakpo the last couple of years, he's really he's more hungry to line himself up for those shots. So he's come good in my book, you know. He's come good in my book. And so let's see here. Wirtz I can't even Wirtz I can't even rate. Van Dijk, I don't know, 6. Chiesa just for that goal, fucking 9. Jones, Robertson, Endo, Gomez, I don't know. They were subs. So that's pretty much your player. I even got player ratings done. Like, I'm just hitting 3-pointers. No audience. So talk a bit of music. Yeah, Yellow Faves is my Spotify. If you can find it on there, it's a public playlist. It's got a lot of... how many tracks? Things like over 200 songs. A lot of it's rock, classic rock. A lot of dance, like, but good, like, some good bangers in there. Bit of, you know, there's a bit of everything, barring, like, there's no classical music. And I love classical music, and I write classical music, but I've come full circle where now I just want all the bangers. I want all the hits from, you know, the 50s to like the 90s. I just love all that stuff. Particularly upbeat type of music. And what do I got here? 15 hours. 15-hour playlist, man. Pretty badass playlist, if you ask me. So, with my old my YouTube channel, GTA Epic Runs. That's what it's, I'm logged in as on Google. Bach? Yeah, Bach's really good. This one guy his name's Nick Peros. He's big into, like, he even knows people. He's into tracking, like, tracking is a thing where you track your the airplay, and you get paid. It's called track. You gotta, like, find out who's playing it, and there's all sorts of software you can run to do that, and you get paid. So he was into that stuff, and I met him at church. Brilliant guy, and he was telling me about Bach, how Bach's the greatest. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, how about, okay, everyone says Mozart. I was like, how about Tchaikovsky, or how about Shostakovich is one of my favorites too, man. So I love those. Those two are my favorites, Tchaikovsky and Shostakovich. But he was telling me Bach, the way he wrote and his notation, you would see stuff you wouldn't even know if you were listening. Like, it's that brilliant. So I can't appreciate it as much because I'm still a bit of an amateur. A bit of an amateur on sight reading and notation. But I'm gifted at ideas, and I got the Captain Hook melody gift. That's all. That's why I love my bangers, man. And Tchaikovsky, if you, again, melodic music. What melodic music means is, like, here's an example of what melodic means to explain it to you guys. Because I used to struggle with all this shit. Now I'm older and I've learned. I understand things much better. So, Enter Sandman for you Metallica fans. That riff, right? It's the hook. A good melody is all about a hook. That's what you got to think of when you think of melody. Right? And then you got music like Yanni is brilliant music. It's not, and there's hooks in it, but it's not necessarily melodies. You know, like a recognizable melody versus an instrumental. You know, and then there's so many different styles, jazz, like. Anyways, yeah, the Russians. Oh yeah, man. For composition, they're number one, man. They're number one. Show me some bald skin. Yo. This hat is shit, honestly. Where's the other one? I bought this hat and I never liked it, and I'm just run out of hats, so I gotta wear this thing. And it looks like I'm a fucking bellhop or something. It just doesn't. It's not. Where's the ripped one? That I'm getting the ripped one, man. This thing is the. It's like how you need. The 2015 hat I had was better. Look at this shit. But I like these things because they're. This one's beat the shit. I wear it for comedic purposes. But this Nike thing here, the fit, oh yeah, the look. And my 2015 hat was so bad, man. If you have to boil your hat, you're just tap out. Go buy another hat. This one, it's not that bad. It's still clean. So back to music. I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean by the broadcast tracking is interesting. I'm just talking, man. Jurgen, from 9 years ago. Yeah, don't jog with the hat on. That's a tip. Don't sweat in your hat. But yeah, good on you for bringing up the music. So I don't know where I was with that. But yeah, the Russians, man. Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich. Wow, especially Tchaikovsky, like freaking crazy melodies. Like the waltz from Swan Lake. What the heck is that? Go, like, if you. And here's the thing about classical music and interpretation, and yes, different opinion or taste is open to different interpretation. But I got the other gift I have. I got melody, and I've got my tempo. On my tempo, I'm like I got it all comes from my palate, my taste for music. Like, quote unquote, it's wrong sometimes if it's too fast or too slow. But sometimes the slow version is really good because it does one thing, and a bit faster, right? But that's the thing about classical, like in rock music, you put out a single, that's what it is. And most of the time, when they spend their time building these brilliant friggin' records, a lot of time it's got to be the right tempo, it's got to be the right sound, and then all your mixing and mastering, your recording, everything, right? There's so much that goes into that. So with classical, what I'm getting at is a lot of times it's just a live performance, and I've heard the London Philharmonic. This is the point I'm getting to. Major, like best conductors, you name it, they don't always get the tempo. Now, again, is my version of it, and again, I've never even put my own version out, but my preferred, like one conductor or orchestra, like depending on the music, like it can be so different. And honestly, that's where I realized like how important a good conductor is. And even if you are a great conductor, your interpretation might, like, dare I say, your interpretation to get it right, and that's a subjective thing to a certain point, and there's multiple rights sometimes. Dare I say, even the sometimes it can happen with anyone, even the person who creates the idea or thinks of the idea, sometimes it should be, they might want it a bit slower, but its truest form is like maybe a bit faster. Sometimes you get music like that. You're like, or it's like just a little. Maybe if they just done it a bit faster, it would, I know, eh? Look at that. We're music talk. So I did, again, for those of you watching, I did the FPL talk. I did all that stuff. I'm just rolling with the comments. We're jazzing it up. We're free flowing. Bob Ross, paint whatever you like. It's your own world. It's 10:37 p.m. and you're doing absolutely nothing with your life. This is what's required for this channel to be successful, and for you pricks to stop unsubbing. Damn it! I've got to waste my time. But it's a lot of fun. I'm getting back into it. Fuck it. It's time. Is a brave one going to chirp in? Who's a brave one? I missed some older comments about Isaac. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with that stuff. I haven't looked into it. All I know is it's all being held up and it's all this bullshit. I don't know about Gui, or however you pronounce his name. Even if we don't get anyone else, I'm liking the start. But that quad comment, man, it's like, it's not even the audacity. It's like, oh no, I mean, right? Like we were so close. 2 years we were like, okay, we lost to United. The FA Cup, oh, they have to have a little miracle so they don't suicide, right? A little bit of balance to the force. Right? But oh dude, that year we came so close, bro. Was it Diaz's first year? Now Diaz is gone. Sadly, Jota tragically passed away. Nunez gone. Right? And Ekitike, brilliant. Gakpo stepping up to the plate the last couple years. Mo. I mean, are they gonna? What's FSG? I mean, Mo's still. What, he's like 33, right? So he's not that old for a guy who wants to play till he's 40. But we could easily sell him next year, and he goes to. I wouldn't be surprised if he just up and went. If Mo went to Real Madrid next year, and we sold him, whatever, right? Like sooner or later, that's something that's gonna happen. I don't mean with him, but with a player of that magnitude and that market value, that's a possibility we have to unfortunately entertain. I'm still going to be arguably delusional and think he might play with us for, the rest of his career, like he said he wants to do. So that's a whole question mark for next season. And I don't know, like I really wouldn't just not sell him, like, until you really need to rebuild. But again, it also depends on the players on the market, the moves you can make. But FSG, they are good. They're really good at scouting, right? They've got a lot of people, a couple of key people that know how to scout. And you got players that you can come through the academy, and there's always these up and comers we seem to find, right? So for a great price, they kind of want. They're like, FSG's model is kind of like a fucking warehouse, or like a retail store. Like let's get it. It's all shiny, and now it's Liverpool. So they got the best platform now for them to max their value, and we sell them. That's not a bad model. Always bringing in young talent, making money. Money is a part of it, right? You have to be profitable, unless you're like ridiculously rich and you want to play the fucking city game, right? So I know a lot of people don't like FSG, and I just don't think they get any respect from certain people on Twitter, and that's whatever. Like, and I don't even no hate on those people. I follow some of those people, and I just don't even try to convince. Right? Stick a comment, knobs. There you go. At least Mr. Smith. That's the thing. If we can get the chat to start bitching for me, this is going to be a great ride. Let's face it, the best content from me is going to be zingers. Like, I'm doing myself a disservice with this fucking player ratings. Classic mode. This is like, maybe I should upload the 20-minute video that's going to get 800 views max. Probably 80 views. But my diehard subs from 2015 will love it. I still remember the guy. I can't remember his name, but I remember the guy. I think he had like a mustache, young guy, crazy brown hair or something, white guy. And he's like, yeah, but I love those videos. Like, I was starting to evolve the show into, like, different things, eventually going to go live. And he's like, but I love the long... I used to upload 20 minutes of me with this friggin' notepad. People would watch it. God bless you guys. People do like that content. So, you know, maybe I do that and just save the live streams for, like... Don't even try to take it seriously until I'm forced to with a good comment on football. So, I do appreciate the comments. You know, thank God for you 4 people, or I would have just terminated this live stream. The intro was like Garth, where he gets all scared in Wayne's World. When they put, there's no one in the chat, you're going for 6 minutes. Let's see the frauds try. Let's see, I dare you. You don't even know. Don't even know what it's like. All right. It's not a proper live stream till we throw it back in their face, right? So yeah, lots of things to talk about. We were talking about oh, fuck, I don't even remember the music stuff. I want to get back into the football talk, to be honest. Yeah, we were talking about players and so yeah, FSG and how they like to wheel and deal. I think they got a great model. Some people are boring, they can't. Yeah, bro. I kind of think YouTube's afraid to unleash the hounds, unleash the hounds. Little Simpsons quote, release the hounds. Like, open the gates, man. There's people that are fucking watching right now. Oh, but your watch history. But you haven't been streaming. Oh, you hit these numbers and algorithm. Like, it's crap. Terrible. But I like FSG's model, man. We're looking at perpetual revenue growth. Like, they keep rebuilding, they keep adding, like, doing such a good job with the stadium. They even heard people's requests with the tickets sales price increase years ago, where everybody flipped out, did a walkout, and then we fucking were up 2-0, and within 10 minutes we're 2-2. And we end up in a draw. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And good on the fans. Like, the fans stick together, right? That's pretty awesome about Liverpool. It's a real... I get it. I understand. A lot of you, I can appreciate how good it must feel to be a true Scouser and a part of that. That's wild. That's really awesome. So, there are no boring comments. But I think FSG does a good job, really. Like, we get the players we need. We only really had that one year where the sack of potatoes, Pickford, destroyed our season in one tackle. Right? Like, what would have that season turned into? And we came so close to winning so much more. I was thinking about, too, the ride with Klopp. Klopp coming in, 2016... taking an average squad with some decent talent and just recharging it, getting the fan base going, and then looking at what Klopp accomplished is, like, ridiculously good. He almost made, and it's still possible, he's put us in a position, Klopp and FSG and the players have put us in a position where we can actually think there's a real chance, okay, for the quad every year, which is ridiculous. And we almost did it. So, hats off to Jurgen Klopp. And now we got the bald master, Arnie Slot, Mr. Clean Sheet. I made the thumbnails last season, did a live stream, like, nothing. Dead on arrival street, so I was like, fine, whatever. You're not worthy. It's been about 4 or 5 years, and it's not the subscribers, it's the platform. And now I've had to learn to separate between the two and give you guys what you want. That's all I'm going to be doing now, is doing my best to give you what you want. You want reaction videos, and you want as much content as I can give. So I'm up for it. I needed my time away. So back to FSG, man. Like they're doing their stuff. Like I just don't get it. I don't get why people have to rant about like them not being good owners. And maybe that's just non-existent. I'm not on Twitter. Like I'm on LFC Twitter, but I just don't log in my account. One of these days I will fire up the engines on there and on Facebook. If any of my Facebook mods are watching, or former mods, I don't know what I did. I had to shut that thing down. I remember one time this guy, this probably a diehard subscriber, found a way to live stream through a comment. So now my group chat, this guy was live. God bless him, he's live. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I like to have control. If I had just left everything, geez, my channel, I probably would have gone viral like 10 times over. But at some point, you don't, I don't like, you never know like what can go wrong when it comes to broadcasting, right? So, seen the wildest things. You guys are hilarious, man. Great people, great fans, great subscribers, great people, man. So yeah, what else is there to talk about? Like, I don't know. I could look at the results, look at the table. It's like whatever. Table doesn't mean anything right now. Can we not concede goals so we could be first? Thank you very much. We might have to worry about that. We'll see how City does, man. Like, it's a fresh season, so we got to win our games. It's as simple as that. And they're. Let's see what happens. Because City has been weak. We know they've been weak for like 2 years. So are they going to have... I think they're going to have... In the beginning... Well, we'll say... I just hope that monkey wrench... If they get an early loss and we capitalize... I would love for that to happen. But right now, considering their start, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And we might take a while. We'll see who shakes who. But I think it's likely we could shake them. Isaac bid incoming. Yeah, I'd love to get him, man. That would really put us over the top for our attack. Honestly, I think we should bet. I just don't think you should be starting Kirkez. For whatever reason, that we have to talk about that. For whatever reason, he just seemed a little bit... He made a few bad he made a bad challenge, and he made a few mistakes. Seemed uncomfortable, which I guess for center backs, our style's a lot easier than especially what's expected for a right back and left back. So I just love how I talk football and the numbers go down. It's great. Football channel. Max views when we're talking about music. Like, it just doesn't matter here at Liverpool Football Talk. And Mr. Smith, like the Superman of this effing stream. Like, I'm not saying raise the roof. You're holding up my resolve to actually keep wanting to stream with 3 people live at 10:51 p.m. Right? Like, let's see. See, if I just cared about being a YouTube superstar, I wouldn't fucking even bother, and I would just do uploads and reaction videos and shorts. Which I'm going to start doing. A lot of that. You're going to see a lot of that stuff. Right? And I wouldn't even bother with this shit. But because I give a shit, it's they really... YouTube is just... They're so funny, man. Right back is a hot topic. Yeah, let's talk about Frimpong. Looks good out there. That's about all that I need to say. He's filled in for Trent pretty much the same. Right? And, okay, so we don't have Trent taking free kicks. All right, fine. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's just I got like, again, a lot of people are asleep. A lot of people don't know. I'm, like, you just, when you step away, when you don't suck the teat of what YouTube expects, right? It's just, and it's like, it's... with the way it's programmed, it's so not worth your time, really. But I'm this close to retiring, and because of your comments, like, I really care, man. I really care about all you guys and the channel and the experience. So we'll get there, bro. Thanks for the comment. Isaac will be a plastic scouser next week. Yeah, man. Mazzy, do you think we need a top DM to protect the defense? No, I don't think so. No, a lot of our goals are on transition anyways. Our goals against. Like, it's very rare for a team to tactically just push us back. We fuck up, and they just get a little run, and they score. Like, having a really good... Like, we already have a good enough squad out there. You know, Gravenbeck, he's great at doing those turns, man. Good enough defender. But, no, I think we're okay there. But, yeah, against a tougher team like City or something, like, you can always use, if there's always a better player, if there's a better player, you would want to upgrade. But I like our squad. Like, I'm pretty good with everything, to be honest. Just looking at this player ratings. Yeah, Endo is, you know, like, I'm fine with Endo if we need him. So now, when we're up 2-0 next match at 70 minutes, you know, we were kind of slating. We were slating Slot a bit because of the second goal after that change. To be fair to Slot, really, like, okay, now that's twice in a row, but you do need fresh legs, right? You do have to use your subs. You get 5 bloody subs now, but I don't know, like, there's something about when a squad is up and we're just clicking in all cylinders and we're running and the oil's fresh, or not fresh, but, you know, there's a lot of fluidity in the squad. You know, I hate switching it up because it invites Bournemouth to come in. It doesn't put any pressure on them, and there's still a lot of time to go. But you do need fresh legs. Like, I would, again, I'm no Arnie Slot. Like, he's a genius. We love our Arnie Slot machine. But sometimes maybe not try to defend your way out of the match when there's still 20 minutes to go. Like, do the subs, but we need to still. But you got to be putting pressure in a 2-1 game. It's tight. You got to keep that like that. It's so easy for the game to swing. Yeah, Frem Ferrando. Yeah, fixed it though. I don't even remember that he took. You know, like, you got to have a little bit. Again, like, don't try to. Sometimes you're a genius though, right? If you know, it's not. If football's funny like that, like, you do the right thing, the wrong thing happens. Like, there's funny anomalies in football, but there's also staples, right? There's regular logical tactics, and, you know, Klopp's a genius. And Arnie Slot is a genius. And I really like how Arnie Slot's tweaked it. He really just has us playing. The only thing I noticed that it made us better, not only thing, but because there's probably a few things, but is our passes were much more. If you notice last season, and I see the same now, like, two big key points here. One is we're more direct on our attack. Okay, like, we might take time to set up, but there's a you can see the sense of urgency. It's like, okay, be calm, move the ball around, but don't get lackadaisical. And with Klopp, we got so used to winning on an easy good tactic that we would get caught being a little lackadaisical. You can that's football, right? And then the other thing, not only did slot make us more direct, but our touches. You noticed a lot. You probably noticed a lot more closer touches. Guys coming out the triangle type shit, but even closer now, right? So you always got a man to pass to, but instead of doing 20-yard or 20-foot pass, you're doing a 10-foot pass or a 5-foot pass, and we can get in the middle a little bit more now because of that too. And we still get the ball to Mo. He has to pull back sometimes. Almost always double marked. And yeah, like I'm really good. Ekitike is really good, man. So impressed with him. I'd start him every freaking game. Him, Mo, and Gakpo. Just do that. We get Isaac, then we can put we can alternate Ekitike and Gakpo. Really impressed. Like the ball control. Like he loves to break down the middle and just win. And I think he did some of that in the other match I saw him play. Maybe City. I don't know. Like Arsenal. The thing about Arsenal, like, as close as they came and as good as they were, no offense to Arsenal, like, but look at how good we were and how good City was for those freaking years. No offense to Arsenal, but they're not. Now, had you won it, and no offense, had you not bottled it with those 3 draws, then you would have legit won it. And it doesn't matter how good. I get the point because we even had this argument. Like, don't bitch. Actually, funny enough, it was Arsenal. They were some of their fans were like, "Oh, you weren't like when we won the title. We weren't." It's like, well, too fucking bad. We won that year. We don't have to beat the points from 1998 or 2005, whatever it was. So, we don't have to do that. You just have to get the points for that season. So back to your question, Arsenal. They're good enough to be in contention, but they seem like they're just not. And again, I don't know who else they may have picked up, but it just seems like I'm no slap in the face to Arsenal fans, but it's like they haven't proven to be good enough to be hyper consistent, which is what's required to win this league. Now, if City drops off, right? Last year, the year that before that, the year that Arsenal should have won it, City was still pretty good. And then last year they dropped off, but then we were better. So Arsenal's still, And listen, Arsenal fans, your Wenger out days were not so long ago. Just be happy you're in the mix. All right? Okay, top 3. But yeah, probably City. But that being said, Arsenal won their first game. Their trajectory is on the up. If you overall want to look at their club, like I'm sure there's a lot to be happy. There's a lot of buzz, but buzz doesn't translate into having to be nearly unbeatable to win this league. And maybe, will it be like that this season with the points? I have a feeling City is going to be formidable, right? So until then, I always like to go 3 to 5 matches to see the season start, and I always hope for us to get a 5 out of 5. That, especially the first 3, right? Let's see how City does. Let's see if they can keep up, and hopefully we don't F up. Good thing that Chiesa goal, man. Like, freaking let it rain. Let it fly. I would bring back Robertson for sure. For sure. Give Kirkez a break, man. Just don't even. Now, again, that's just my opinion. Slot might be like, no, man, I got to be on this guy. I got to give him another chance. He has had one game. He can digest the negatives and digest the, what he's got to do. Right? Like, is it just a one-game funk? This guy's supposed to be a good defender. But again, when you're defending for us now, on one hand, it's easier because we're attacking more. And on the other hand, teams want to beat us. And you're expected to do a lot of running and a lot of facilitation in that left back spot. I would bring back Robertson, personally, just for some stability. Who are we playing next? Newcastle, right? So, yeah, I would put Robertson in for that game. But it could go either way. What you don't want is Kirkes having another shit performance. But if you want him to bounce back and you're planning on playing him half of those games over Robertson or giving him a real shot at if he's going to be your guy, then you got to play him for him to, shake off whatever rust it could have been. But yeah, I really just didn't like how he played, and then that terrible challenge just put the performance a little bit over the top in terms of it being bad performance. Great comments. This is what I really prefer, man. Like, if we could just have this at the beginning, so I don't look like a fucking moron trying to figure out how to do 10 minutes with nobody in the stream and actually somehow pull it off, that would be great, YouTube. Thank you. There's a betting in period. Shouldn't take too long. We bought class players. Exactly. You give them a mulligan because it's one game. That's why I'm not going to be like a lot of fans. Like the funny thing about Liverpool fans is we expect really, like, you can't mess up. Like, that's the standard. Obviously, yeah, like, you can mess up, especially if you've earned it and you're Virg. Okay, you're Virgil van Dijk. You're good, fine. We know that's like one out of 100,000 mistakes. Fine, no problem. But if you're new, you got to improve yourself, even if you were Superman last year on another squad. This is different. And, sorry, I'm just looking at the comments. How long will it take to... Let's do some shout-outs. Mr. Smith, Mazzy 474, Raji Bang Ping Tang. Go get it. Raji, how long will it take to see the best of Florian Wirtz? Yeah, good question. I don't know. I'm not really aware of how good this guy can be. And him and Szoboszlai, I was just not... Again, a lot of the times I'm noticing the forwards and the defense. Midfield, I'll notice McAllister, because he seems to do at least two really good things every match. That will stand out to me. But Szoboszlai, and he very well could have done a couple of good things, him and Wirtz, but I just didn't retain it. So I really can't give you a good in-depth analysis of Wirtz at this point. And I haven't even seen his highlights. I'll be honest, quite a few of these guys. Again, I just don't have... The last few years, as much as I want to be a super pundit for you, I can't watch every game. I'm not at that... I don't have that luxury of entertainment, time to put into entertainment. But hey, if I'm making money doing this, it just becomes a job like that, and then I gotta watch it. Like, I'll watch more. I want to watch football. Good question. Has he has a class of weight pass, though? Weight of pass, though? I don't understand. I don't understand the way you phrase that. Play along VVD. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Gui? Or Guehi? I don't know. I always get... These ones you'll get wrong. By the way, my dad's doing good. I'm trying to lose some weight. This ain't too bad considering I shaved the beard. But I'm going to drop a ton of weight. You're going to see me probably in the best shape you've ever seen me in. I think back in the 2017, it was pretty thinned out for the pink shirt days. And I was chubbing up then. I was pretty slender. My dad, what I wanted to say though is my dad's going to, you'll notice he's going to lose a lot of weight. He's already lost quite a bit. We've got a whole exercise plan for him that I do with him. And it's pretty much just all walking. And he's dropping weight like you wouldn't believe. And he's eating really good. So Dad's doing great. He's back. Go get it. Thanks. That's a nice comment. Positivity there. 10 years, man. We can't even get 10 concurrent viewers. 10 years. Anyways, it's all you know what's and giggles. I've done an hour and 27 minutes. Wow, man. Thank you for the comments, bro. R. Umbrati. Going and getting it. 11:09 p.m. Hey, is Bitcoin going to rally? Let's talk markets. Am I going to get rich, retire, and take this channel and kick some ass and show everybody how it's done? I am. I needed that. I'm glad that guy talks shit, because it's got me so fired up, you know. And so what? I'm up against a whole bunch of fraud numbers. Like, yeah, I just realized it's all bullshit. It doesn't even matter. I just really wish they didn't pull the stunt, you know, in 2020, guys. I would have at least been a lot more committed to doing content, and for that, I'm, you know, it is what it is. But now I'm ready to give you guys the goods, and I'm gonna get new equipment. Shout out to everybody who's donated. You guys are awesome. Daniel Bergerson, my man, holding me down, holding this channel down. Ahmed Shusha, donation last time. The guy, I forgot his name because I don't have it in front of me. He donated when there was the car that plowed through the Liverpool fans. We had 50,000 views. They're real views. Like, I can show you the analytics. 66% of those views came from the search bar. Right? So we got 50K views, and there was like only 170 likes. Now, granted, that's, you know, not everyone wants to like a tragic thing, right? But it really, you know, don't believe the numbers you see on other channels, especially the likes and the views. And there are genuine likes and views there, but it didn't happen organically. And I'll leave it at that for now. Just going to say that. Let it go, mate. Got to move on. What are you pissing on? No, I'm in my zone, man. I don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, let go your comment. Jeez, this is like texting a chick. You can get it like the turn. You don't know what you can't hear the tone. Sorry, Mr. Smith. I know what you mean now. Let go the topic of your previous question. Sorry, bro. I get so freaking wound up doing this. It's been great, man. I don't know what else I was chirping about. Giving shout-outs. The guy who donated during that stream. I think you donated like $10. That and when Joda passed, those two streams, I you know, again, if other people want to have it monetized, there's nothing wrong with that. For me, it's like, I just don't want to run ads on something that's really tragic. It's just a preference, that's all. I don't mean, it's not to be better than anyone or judgmental. For whatever reason, I just decide that I don't want it. I don't want to run ads on a fucking tragedy, basically. But that's a personal preference. It's not a judgment on anybody, right? Like, it's part of the world. You got to make money. The news has to make money. And if you're going to do that, at least be classy with your titles when these tragedies happen. I wasn't certain, and I think it might have been the Rag, but it's bad enough when there's a tragedy. You don't have to paint the picture talking about a big giant fireball kind of bullshit. Like, you don't need to. Just tell us what happened without trying to max your shock value. That's what I disrespect. I'm all for an honest click and an honest title, but shock value on a tragedy to boost your thing, I think it's classless. That's just the way I look at it. Arabic writing man, because I can't read Arabic. I am from Egypt, and I love Liverpool. Let's copy and paste his name and give him a shout out. Let's see what his name is. Let's see anybody else go to these links. Okay, translation. Google Translate. Okay, let's give this guy a proper shout out from Egypt. The land of Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, baby. Ayman al-Mukamer. Ayman al-Mukamer. There you go. That's a proper shout out. Thank you for joining us. Viva Liverpool, Habibi. Right on, man. Thank you guys for the comments. Appreciate it. Yeah, if we have people here, everybody's welcome from, every country, every language. Everybody's welcome. And if we disagree on some religious stuff, so be it. Whatever. I'll try to, one thing I've liked about our streams is everybody, for the most part, has been respectful over the years. And, I try to tell people not to fight, even though it's good for the chat. I'd rather have a better environment for everyone, So thanks for your comment, bro. Are you ever open? Oh, yeah, sure. I'll collaborate. No, it's not going to happen. That's it. No collaboration. That tongue tie was a sign. No, I'm just kidding, man. Sure, yeah. We've already collaborated a little bit. We've dabbled. But I would like to see some collaboration in the future. I've offered. Some people just I guess I'm laughable, and it's like they just. I offered, and I get no response. They probably didn't notice till after it was a live stream. I mentioned it, but so I don't know if anyone even wants to bother with me anymore. I'm old news. I'm all washed up. Right, according to the frauds who started it. Oh, jeez. So laughable, man. Just looking at all the scores here. Yeah, Forest won. Chelsea drawing. That's nice. City. Sunderland winning 3-0 against West Ham. And how about their defender got 17 points? He's 4.5 million in fantasy league. I picked him up. Screw it. He's cheap too, and I'm playing him. Defenders too. It's crazy how many defenders you can get that will get points that are cheap. It really makes you reevaluate your tactics. Brighton, Fulham, Spurs beat Burnley, Villa, Newcastle in our game. Wow, 4-2. I'll look at the comments. Sorry guys, 1 second. I got my fantasy football here. I didn't get to show you guys. For those of you that are just joining, that's my crappy selection. Thank God for the bench boost. And my picks have already taken out 2 players. Mo seems to be untouchable every year, though, for me. I kept Wood. I got rid of Watkins. And that's enough for that right now. But it'll be fun, guys. I'll do video game content once I get football, EA, or what is it? Friggin', I can't even remember what it's called. The hell's the thing? What's it called? I can't. It's been so long I forgot what it's. FIFA. FIFA, for fuck's sakes. I'll get back into FIFA one of these days. We need a good fight in the chat to get it moving. Yeah, I know. Well, I don't mind a fight. It's just No, I know. Yeah, you're right. Reinvent yourself. I was talking about that earlier. I know how to get the channel. Basically, I got to do a ridiculous amount of uploads, reaction videos, and shorts to get her going. So I agree. You guys are right. You're right. Yeah, I like the good, kind comments, constructive comments. Negative comments, right? You don't have to agree with everybody on player performance. We're talking football, so it can be whatever. Well, I hope Prez shows up. Prez Firmino or what? That guy he would always be the contrarian. So, anyways, guys, it's almost 2 hours. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I know this stream's been a rough one for traction, but the comments, geez, for this many comments, I really appreciate it. Mr. Smith just killing it with this whole stream. You stuck with me, so I really appreciate it. It's been weird. It's easy to do live watch-along streams because you're just, I'm just sitting there with my dad. But what's really tough is to try to do an actual stream with no script, couple bullet points in your head, and no comments for the first 10 minutes. That's not easy to do. I was struggling in this stream. You'll probably, if you watch it back, you can see I'm fucking a little rusty. No comments, no views in the beginning. It was very weird. But I knew this was going to happen streaming late at night. My dinner's going to be sitting there. I'm going to make it in a bit. I'm going to work. Going to be up for a while. Eventually I'll go bananas with it, guys. Once I break the financial barrier, which is coming up. Bitcoin. We were going to talk markets. Before I go, we'll talk some markets. We'll talk anything you guys want. Put in your comments about anything you want to talk about. Sean, get one of your mates in so I can argue with them. Yeah, good on you, Mr. Smith. That reminds me of the Matrix Resurrections. Wasn't that what it was called? Honestly, it was good. I thought that movie was really good. I know it's easy to pick remakes, but I thought they did a really good job making that story work. And I'm sure I could find things to critique about it, but I thought it was really good. Honestly, I did. But it was so ridiculous. Someone made the funniest comment on Twitter that it was peak irony that people have to be constipated, beginning with the letter V, right, to gain entry. Peak irony of to go see the Matrix, but you got to have your buddy stamp for the buddy club, or you can't buy or sell. Crypto is, yeah, Doge is, yeah. Honestly, I wish I realized how shitcoins really were back in. Even I bought Trump's stupid friggin' coin. Like, I had enough, and then this is in my crypto wallet, so it's bonus money. It's not a lot, and unfortunately, I put over the years quite a bit and had to lose to learn, which is fine. But I was finally getting into putting it just in Bitcoin, and I would have doubled my money easily. But no, I bought the shit coins, and now I gotta wait for them to go up. Like, I bought some pretty good ones, but they're not, like you say, yeah, none of them are moving. And Bitcoin's just, dude, Bitcoin is gonna go nuts, man. Bitcoin's gonna break into the millions. I called a million, like, when did I call it? 2020, right before it, when it was at 10K. We had to break out of the long channel, and once it busted 13K, you saw what it did. It was within a month, 2 months, it was at 60 something K, 65K. You know, we 4x'd, 5x'd, 5 times that fast. And I remember it was right when I made my prediction on stock twits. I'm going to tell you, my stock twits, I don't know if you're ready for this, it's Bully McBobo. If you want to find my stock twits handle, Bully McBobo. All one word. And each word has a capital letter. Not Mac, MC. Just Bully McBobo. I put some funny things out there every now and then. So yeah, Bitcoin's going to go nuts. I watched a video today about it. Markets are at all-time highs. Bitcoin pulled back from 124K. I know this shit in my head. I can talk this way better than football. Sometimes. I'm pretty good at talking football, though. Especially live match coverage. We pulled back to 117K. And there's a thing where apparently every time Bitcoin hit a high, he showed it on the charts too, going way back from 2017 to 2020 to where we are now. And every time, if this, it's lined up like this might happen right now, where Bitcoin has this tiny pullback in September and then just goes nuts, right? And that happened in 2017. Oh, and it's always in September, in the fourth quarter, which is where we're like right there. But all three were September fourth quarter, or all sorry, not three, all two, because the third one is theoretically going to happen now. We had the halving event. I was sniffing Bitcoin as a miner 15 years ago. Oh, geez. Yeah, I knew this wonder kid who told me I could have mined with my old computer, but no. I did fucking bullshit live streams for an ungrateful company when I should have been mining freaking Bitcoin, dude. Imagine the money. Like, back then, you could mine one coin in a month and a half. But if you had like a whole bunch of rigs, you could probably mine 10 coins a month at a value of, what was it, about 2013 is when this kid told me about it. I know Bitcoin started 2009, 2010. Yeah, Bitcoin was about 1,000. And I knew charts very well back then too. I actually predicted a crash. The kid was blown away. He's like, how'd you know? For those of you that know how to read charts, technicals, they don't always work. But if you get the right theory and know the markets and know how to think, as you get more experience and you start to understand why and how and what, you can predict it a lot better, especially if you understand certain chart, certain technicals. certain signals is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it was worth like, I think it started at like, was it $10 or like $1? It started that cheap. And we're on our way to $1 million a coin. And there'll be amazing crashes. Like, honestly, every time, and I'm doing it right now, I already have a position of BITX. And if it goes against me, I'll just sell it because it's not a big, it's only 500 USD. So I'm not worried about it. And it's not going to go against me hard because Bitcoin's right where it needs to be. As long as it doesn't dip in the red, I'm going to hold it, and I'm probably going to add and go all in. I really like to collect the monthly dividend plays. So I've been doing that. That's doing good. But when you know you're about to break out and you're on a dip, if you get the buy a leveraged ETF. So I did that. And I think Bitcoin, we could see it go from, we're at 124K. I want to see it at least hit 136 in the next month. Or even it could happen in the next few weeks. But really, I want to see her break 160, 180. Are we going to get that surprise? Are we going to get that 225K kind of move? That's really, like, I think that's the thing. Markets are strange. Like even this S&P last year in October, I'm like, it's worth 630, but we couldn't break six. We couldn't break up to that high. We were just above 600. And we had to come down and go sideways for a year, and then we had to have the big T sell-off, which was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I did so well during that. Great buying opportunity. And I got out of the way, too. It was perfect. So, yeah, my point is Bitcoin is, to me, it should already be $249,000. And we might just see it like, it takes time, right? But all the hard stuff's done. Now it's been incorporated, right? It's been accepted, is the word, by big institutions, by governments, and you've got everybody you got freaking funds or companies buying it now like this. It's going to go nuts, man. Only money I have now is crypto is in Doge, yeah, you are fucked. But Doge might have another run. At least it's known, right? But yeah, I know the time was back then, right? Doge, unfortunately, that's coins like that you could just get stuck in forever and get screwed. Bitcoin is it's always going to surpass itself, right? For the foreseeable next 40 years or however it's going to, maybe it just perpetually keeps working. Who knows when it gets to the trillions or it maxes out all the money, or I don't even know how it works that well, guys. I only know it I have a very basic understanding. But I know what I know. I know when things work, even if I don't know all the mechanics. It's just the number one thing, man. You can't argue. It's got a proven track record now. And we have so much more to mine. The price is it's going to be perpetually cheap for the next, arguably, who knows, decades and decades. It's looking really good. So, yeah, I wouldn't do that, man. I'd buy Bitcoin or a Bitcoin ETF that tracks it, or a Bitcoin company that acquires Bitcoin, or buy NVIDIA, buy, semiconductors is always going to be good. They had to pull back, but that's going to be always a play to the upside. So there's certain things that are always going to go up. that will give you. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but MicroStrategy is what you want, really. MicroStrategy, Nvidia, and Tesla. Government now has its nose in it. So yeah, El Salvador is like the leader. I don't know if they have the most Bitcoin for a government, but they're embracing it the most. And what their president did to get rid of all the violent crime, man, like literally saved the country from horrible gangs. And he's actually even working out a reform system for some of them to at least get out, right? Because not everyone's the same. But yeah, he had to round them all up like tough shit, right? You gotta clean it, and he did it, man. Now it's one of the safest places to go, El Salvador. Well, just exciting times, man. I really hope I feel bad for Mexicans, man. And in the Middle East, it's like, who knows what Looney Tunes you would see there. In certain spots, right? Like, not everywhere. But yeah, it's rough. Some countries have it so rough. It's going to be nuts, man. The good, the bad, and the ugly for the foreseeable future. But I believe good always triumphs. And God's in control, right? Or else this would have been, why do you think the flood happened? Like, the timing is perfect for us to have this now, all these years later. So every now and then, the backhand of destiny, God's eternal bitch slap to those messing with his creation. But yeah, government's into crypto, man. It's going to be crazy when the real capitulation happens. All the big institutions, everybody's buying it. I'm a big... this guy's from Liverpool, too. Antoine Criel. I love that guy. I'm subscribed to his channel, Institute of Trading. He kind of doesn't like Bitcoin. He knows his stuff, too. He knows the market. Man, that guy can teach you stuff you would never friggin' know. Brilliant guy. Like, I'm not even close to that guy's understanding. But once you do things enough, you can pick up the street smarts, right? If you know good entries, that's all. Good entries, good exits. Why? What type of market day is it? What conditions? Right? Like, I'm good at that now, but it took me like 13 years to learn and to fuck up and learn how not to screw myself over. All sorts of things. Risk management is another one too. And having an account that doesn't charge you bloody commissions. Thank God for Questrade. I mean, geez, I'm willing to bet my former broker, which was my bank, their Muppet system, good platform, but you're paying $9.99 US a month. Sorry, $9.99 US a trade, one way. That's like 27 Canadian dollars to be in and out of a trade. How do you friggin' win against that? Like, if you've got 50K, it doesn't matter because you got a lot of buying power. But if you got like 1,000, you can't make any money. Probably given them, they probably just on commissions. These banks have made like 10,000 off of me. I bet. So stupid, right? But there wasn't any alternatives either that I knew of. And now Questrade has no commissions. What a game changer. So now I could just move at will. It's awesome. But yeah, Antoine, he wasn't big on Bitcoin. And I understand why people don't like it. I respect where they're coming from. Or maybe it was crypto. He did say crypto. I don't think he said Bitcoin. He was space, and most crypto is crap. Like, boy, did I have to learn that the hard way. Right? So, Yeah, we'll see how Bitcoin does in the next. We're already. What time? Let's see. Hold on. What time? Almost midnight. What are we at right now? Oh, but it's down. Oh, that's no good. So I don't know. Did we? Now again, there is also the chance that a major friggin' sell-off could hit at any time because the buddy club, dare they have another TDS syndrome uh, temper tantrum. That's what 2020 was. It was a global temper tantrum, right? That fucking ruined so many people's lives. So many people had to die. They died because of the lies and because of the abuse of power and the coercion. So I can always be very wise on how I speak about. I have to speak in generalities because a good percentage of the audience will be retards, and then maybe if we're lucky, 60% will realize they know what's up and they know why I gotta be. I can say it without having to say it, so the algorithm doesn't punish me. But yeah, Bitcoin's sliding right now. But we'll see come 8 o'clock and see how futures are. Maybe futures are down. Let's see what the futures are at. Yeah, futures are green. Bitcoin's wild. It can do weird stuff. So honestly, like if that's the bottom, like I might have to do a nice power play at 4 in the morning before everybody else. Some of the secret moves are like overnight. This one guy, David Frost, he's got a channel called My Strategic Forecast. He calls it the thieves in the night. And a lot of summers, every day the S&P would be up 1 or 2%. Not every day, but it was like, you remember 2020 and 2021 summer. Like it was just always up. And you if you didn't make the trade before market closed the day before or overnight, you just had your dick in your hand and the move already happened. So your average retail trader couldn't take advantage of the move. Stuff like that, man. Like knowing the game. He's heading out. I know, bro. I'm just fucking. I only just wanted to do a football stream. But we had to get in some crypto. These streams get very intimate. Okay, you want to see what my lineup is for next week? Okay, let's take a look at her. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna give you the full Monty. Where's my squad for next week? There's cells. So I'm stealing. I stole the number one. Here's a little hack for you guys. Just look at what the winner does, and do the cheat sheet. Copy from them, and you will do good in fantasy football. So I did that. I copied his back three. There's my midfield. Keep in mind, I brought in HAALAND too. I picked up O'Reilly, Kudus, Reijnders. I might not be able to pronounce these names. Semenyo or Semenyo, however you pronounce it. And I already had Wood, and there's HAALAND. What else was I going to mention about this? I don't remember. But I'm liking it. Mo was captain. Haaland vice captain. I got 65 points last week. Used my bench boost. Decent rating, 1.3 mil for the first ranking of the week. I wanted to say something else, but I've lost my train of thought. But I like my squad going into next week. Like, I expect to get a lot of points. And I got a couple of good defenders that did well last week as well. And then, I decided to get rid of Pope and have Forrest's backup keeper in the event that Sells gets injured, because I already used my bench boost. So we're good. The Boom Squad. I just went with Boom Squad this year. I took out the. It used to say the Boom Squad. Now it's just Boom Squad. So I guess I'm going to head out. We'll see if there's any comments, and then I'm out. Yeah, pretty good squad. I cheated, man. Just do the old cheat code. Oh, who was the winner? That's what I did. I used my... if you had a really bad week, or even if a good week, use your wild card, because you get 2 of them, and everything before December 30th. If you don't use it, you lose it. You get 2 if you use them in the first half. I use my wild card right away and just basically carbon copy first place. Right? Like, work smart. It's literally burning up in California. It's almost 9 p.m. and it's still showing 90. That is wild. Steven Rogers, my man, my man. Steven Rogers. Dude, you brought me back. You brought me back, bro. Everybody really did with the comments. And I lost perspective because of all the BS. And I just really want to thank you for giving me that comment, man. And all your support. You've been around for like pretty much the beginning. I know you were back way back. You're the best, man. Steven Rogers. I am Groot. I'm Steve Rogers. That's brutal, man. California. Yeah, we're gonna go. And I deprived you guys of bear time, airtime. And we're going into paradise. Like, we're just the zingers. The things that go on in my brain, I wish I could convey to you. Since 2015, bro, 10 years. 10 years, man. And really, I walked away in 2020. I'll show you my subs. Let's see if I can pull it up. I wanted to show you guys this earlier. Window capture. Let's see it here. Dashboard. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I got it. So, check this out. Video analytics. What the fuck am I doing? I never look at this, so I could already... is it subscribers? Or is it live count? Okay, there's another page, but this should do it. No, that's not it. What am I doing? Okay, this is good enough. Yeah, this is the same thing I wanted to show you. I'll zoom it in. Oh, shit. Okay. So, you can see there in basically 2020, I basically said they could kiss my ass. Even in 2019, I was really... It was so sad and so amazing for the club, too. For me, the channel was totally on its arse. I couldn't even stream the day we officially won the title. We knew we were going to win it, but we had to go through literally the craziest scenario. And then I just stopped doing reaction videos, and that was the end. I would do a little bit, but, you know, YouTube are such bitches that, you know, with it, we'd be well over 100,000. Easily. Probably higher. So we're gonna start now, and we're gonna go for it. There you go. Let me switch the background here. Once I have more time, this will all be preloaded, so I won't have to switch screens. I'm still pretty quick at it, though. So there you go. No one's supposed to see that. I only copied it. Now, granted, I tweaked it. I got Mo. The guy who had the #1 squad didn't have Mo. He did have Haaland. He had Wood. He had a front three. And you have Richarlison. And I cannot, in good conscience, switch to Richarlison just yet. If he keeps fucking scoring, I might have to, but I don't know. He's kind of a goon, and I have a feeling he'll play like a goon and start getting less points. But he had 13 points, man, and that guy picked him for a reason. My dad and I, we're not big on that guy. So it's kind of like picking a United player. Again, no United players in here. No Everton players. But I'll pick one or two up if the player's producing. That, you know. But I always wish such demise on United's performances that I don't want to touch a United player. All right. So I'm going to read some comments. It's been good. It's been great, man. Thank you, guys. Have a good one, Mr. Smith. Cheers, bro. I just saw you post that comment. You held up the whole stream, man. Thank you so much, bro. Since 2015, Steven Rogers. You're in California. So I got to visit you and Nano. He's in LA, apparently. Honestly, California is a messed up state, bro. And I had the pink shirt with the California. You know, like I had high hopes, man. California, New York, they used to be boss states. Now they're you-know-what holes, man. And I'm not trying to, like, it's the government that screws the people, right? But the government's doing good, too. The states, it's a little bit different over there. Thanks, R. Ombrede. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's not that bad, like the news makes it. Well, some areas are just rough, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't know. It's wild, though. I want to go to Six Flags Magic Mountain. I'm sure California is friggin' awesome. Like, I know it's awesome. It's just that there's a lot of weirdos over there now. A lot of people had to leave that state, man. And those forest fires, like, that was brutal. It's a shame that the state wasn't prepared. Am I going to be making prediction people that want to see, like, you know, live I predict, you know, a little bit. Maybe I do. I'll try to do some pre-match stuff. Eventually, I'll just do a whole bunch. I'm just scrolling on the comments now. Sorry, guys. I know it's kind of... There we go. Give you something nice and tasty to look at. My face. Yeah. You're used to it? Yeah, you do get accustomed to it. Honestly, Toronto's a disaster now. There's too many people, man. Like, they've overpopulated. All of our cities are just toast now. It's really Like our village is a small village, and it's on par with like a bloody downtown district. It's not right, but it is what it is, man. Unfortunately, a lot of collateral damage, a lot of people dying because of the immigration. The guys, you see that video? You guys want to see some crazy shit? Let's go to Twitter, man. And I got to get out of here. It's almost midnight. Maybe I shouldn't even show it. It's not that graphic, but it's bad. So this guy he's an illegal alien. So he's not even in the country legally. He obtains a driver's license in California. This was in California. And the guy goes from...
Don't forget to bring the computer up.
I will. Okay, Dad. The guy goes from... He's cuts off all 3 lanes of traffic to do a bloody U-turn rather than wait to the next overpass to turn around. And this SUV just goes right into his side. Like, those 3 people are gone. 3 people killed instantly. And not to get graphic, but they were likely decapitated or worse. Not that there's much worse than that. But in terms of how bad of an impact, I mean, trucks are brutal for that, especially the rear and the side. And it's just, you've got too many people coming in who don't know how to speak. They don't have any logic. They don't know how to speak the language. They don't understand the rules of the road. And people are dying. A whole hockey team wiped out here in Canada. Like, gone. This thing now. Another one where the guy plowed into, a whole family. Like, so much collateral damage. And maybe that's not even the word to use for it. Anyways, I'm done. Well, they shut me down. The chat, the feed disconnected. Anyways, guys, Steven Rogers, I'm gonna probably head out, but I appreciate your comment. Let me go. Hard cam. There we go. So yeah, I'll do a lot more content when I can. Especially once I'm going to acquire another laptop. I'm going to try to get my PC fixed. Then the gaming will come back. I can do gaming now, but it won't be football. It'll be Mario Kart. And some wilds. It's actually really good. So I got a lot of work to do to build this channel. We'll have the other channels too. There'll be all sorts of surprises coming up in the future, where I'm going to make use of the bonus channels we have and all sorts of other stuff. I might even eventually start my own personal channel. I'd love to do interviews. Sadly, for live streams, like, this is kind of not how to play the game. Unless you rig it like Craig Holden, right? And again, I'm all for people doing whatever they got to do. Just don't fucking act like you're the fucking king. And don't shit on people that did it organically. Right? So, like, I had to call that out. And I'll always call it out because I got to let you guys know how ridiculous it is. So, what I'm getting at is, I'd love to do a channel where it's interviews, make connections. Like, you gotta be smart with YouTube. At the end of the day, they want videos that are very watchable, very desirable, unique, specific in terms of, if you can get a famous person, like, and you get an interview with them, and it's someone that people want to hear their opinion or their story, that content will do really well. I got to think of some other things, right? Steven Rogers. Thanks, man. I'm down to earth. I appreciate it. I try to be, man. I think that's what they're afraid of. Like, I was just too genuine. I think there's a bit of fear with the whole system, to be honest. They'd rather have you believe what the robot on TV tells you all the time, kind of thing. But I really appreciate you, Steven. Yeah, man. There's nobody more down to earth than my dad, eh? Dad really, he's cracking, man. He just gets going. Some of our best stuff, some of our stuff's unlisted. I don't always make it private. But we had the End of the Meltdown. If you saw that End of the World Meltdown short, it's funny stuff, man. Me going back and forth with my dad. But there was a bit of swearing and clipping. Clipping is when you get clicks because it's too loud. Again, I was streaming off of a phone for you-know-what sakes. Anyway, I'm going to head out, guys. Steve, man, you're the best. So yeah, I'm not even gonna, like, as long as I'm doing reaction videos, the channel's gonna grow in subs, and then I can do streams like this, which normally I will lose subs for, but at least with the reaction videos I won't notice. Right? It was so frustrating doing all this, to be honest. They took everything I love and made it bitter. They really did. And I need it for my own sanity. God knows what I would have started saying and ranting about, right? Getting mad. Like, I needed to get out of it. And it was just a bad time. So I'm glad I got out, but I'm glad to be back. And this time I'll have the time and finance to spend time building a channel. It's going to be wild, man. It's going to be buck wild like Chiesa, man. Fortunately, it's part of my job. Something to write a report anytime there's an incident. You've seen many unalive people. Stephen Rogers, I hope you're still here, man. Thank you, yes. Oh, it will, yeah, man. And it's all it's just a channel anyways. Like, there's so many more things I'm going to do. But I think once I really go forward with this, we're going to see some real good stuff, man. Beyond just the channel. If there's levels to this, there's going to be levels upon levels, man. And we're gonna have a lot of fun, man. I'm going to have to totally overdo it with content. Let's see here. But yeah, I'm reading your comment. You've seen a lot. Yeah, bro, that's a tough job. Just to be aware of it or to see it firsthand, and you're filing reports and knowing the details and dealing with the family members. Like, I can't imagine that type of a job is intense, man. And you're gonna have that with numbers, but I don't know, man. It just seems like it's such an unfair playing field these days. But I get it. The whole world's messed up. People need a shot. I get where people are coming from. It's just basically like, don't sink the raft. Like, we can only friggin' rescue so many people. And there's a price to pay for that, unfortunately. That's why it's good for countries to be sovereign nations. Like, I was all big about the whole no borders thing, but it's not realistic for this kind of a world we live in. You got to have checks and balances. He became an engineer? Wow. Well, hey, man, you set him up for a good gig. You know? But it's a lot of pressure, too, eh? Being an engineer, especially a structural engineer, or working in construction, that stuff's gotta be perfect, man. Blows me away. Like, the stuff that man can do, that God created man, and like, that's why the whole Tower of Babel thing happened, where he had to confound everybody into different tribes and languages. Not tribes, more cultures and dialects. Because if everyone knew that we'd all be on one page, and we'd be able to accomplish way too much too soon. Now, in a interesting way, like everything's meant to go the way it's meant to go. Anyways, enough philosophy. Can we get back into football philosophy, please? Life is like the pitch. Life is like a football club. All right, enough of that. I was going to try to make a Brendan Rodgers joke, but no. Brendan Rodgers, man. I was looking back at the 2015 season. Oh, man, those were rough times. Him and Sterling, though. See, I got to do that funny stuff again. Those funny shorts. Imagine me uploading that Sterling Gomez short now. You never saw his other poor guy she passed after she delivered him and his twin. Really? So that was your missus. That's heavy, bro. That's like, yeah, how do you deal? Like, sometimes it's adversity right out of the gate, and it can probably make you real. You kind of. The sad thing is when you lose people young, you lose them young. But I'm sure it builds a real toughness. You know, like you probably can take a lot more because you've already been through like such difficult things in your first 10 years. You know, yeah, life's a trip, bro. I've been pretty spoiled and sheltered, to be honest. In 1998, wow. I've been very cushioned, you know, from any real tough loss. Aside from a few friends, one that was murdered and another one that I think committed suicide. I still will never know what happened to him. Yeah, wild. Crazy stuff I could tell you, man. And a lot of it we used to talk about on this channel. Crazy stuff, man. So yeah, let's talk about Magic Mountain in California, in Los Angeles. Dude, honestly, I'm ready to retire and like just live it up. Just start writing, go back to all my music drafts, all my classical music rough drafts. I already got so much just waiting to bite into, and then other music too. And I want to travel. I got to get over to England. As much as England is like so bad now, like, right? Like, for those of you that are awake and not pussified, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. I would like to still go over there, but it's very sad to see what happened over there with the government, especially the so-called leader. It's absolutely pathetic. 2 hours away from Magic Mountain. Nice. Yeah. 18 months. She's his mom. Oh, that's sweet, bro. That's awesome, man. Wow, good for you, bro. Yeah, and having kids, raising good kids is like one of the best things you can do. Right? Like, we're always going to need good people. I'm kind of getting, Elon Musk is a little bit worried about a population collapse. I'm almost like we have it so good. Like, now there's always more people coming in. Like, our numbers are still going up for the population. But is there going to come a time where it's just a whole bunch of effing retards? Right? Is it just going to be like nobody knows how to do? Like, I'm almost like me. I barely know how to be a mechanic. I couldn't. Now, granted, I'm pretty good at stuff naturally. I could build a shitty house, but a house like, I could build a log cabin if I had to. But to really build some nice stuff or know what you're doing, or plumbers, doctors, like, where are we going to be? Like, we're going to have more technological advances. But at what point do you run out of experts? At what point do you need experts if a lot of our things are so advanced that it's just... The thing is a cataclysmic event would probably be the thing that push everything over the edge. Like some crazy thing. Some crazy natural disaster or something. Or, God forbid, any more wars. But yeah, I do wonder what future will be like. And I think there's some time left. But who knows how long it's going to go. It could go for so much longer. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you have a case for the Mexican construction workers. But overall, bro, like 80% faster, 90% better. I would challenge that statement. I don't think that applies to every category, every job category. But I don't know, man. Yeah, 8 kids, that's what we need, right? Like, I mean, there's all sorts of other problems in the world with certain cultures, right? And that's what's scary, is if you get a lot of delusional people, they'll just bring everything. They'll bring society to a complete collapse, right? So I'm tired of worrying about offending people, worrying about people's opinions, having to be so nice, and that I'm worried that someone will call me a racist because I challenge the validity of immigration, especially when they're people that hate us. Right? I don't support that. I don't support evil and terrorism and stupidity. We reject that. So we're not afraid anymore. We used to be all worried about what to say, what not to say, but too many people have paid the price. And people are more worried about being perceived as a do-gooder than looking at the actual numbers of what's going on here. There's nothing like the left that will, to its own detriment, worry more about being nice than about eliminating evil practices or dumb practices. That's just how it is. Construction's brutal, bro. You want to know something crazy, man? We have our neighbors, someone I know and her family, they actually own 2 houses, but she obviously grew up in the same house, and they both moved because our neighborhood is a fucking circus now. It's the Indy 500 where I live. Used to be nice and peaceful. Now it's a bloody racetrack. I shit you not. Good thing the cops have stepped in. Like, dude, I'll go toe to toe and fucking be David versus Goliath against... You should have seen it, man. I was up against 50 cars because these guys have the audacity to fucking block the road like they own it. Not in my neighborhood, man. I came right at them coming back. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to be afraid to come down where I live on fucking Lakeshore because you want to have a stupid drag race that'll kill somebody. They don't even care. They don't think about, I get it. You want to have fun when you're young and, go racing. But you'll fucking kill someone with that bullshit on That's not what the streets are for. Right? So the innocent shouldn't have to pay for the sins of the stupid, right? But they often do. And, yeah, police have done good to, nip that in the bud. But yeah, I took them all on, man. They got scared too. Five cars across, my car versus that, and they opened up for me. People had to move their cars, and they let me through, man. Oh, I was friggin' mad. Yeah, man. Racing's stupid. It's just dumb. Like, why you don't do it on public streets? You'll kill someone, man. Even if you go out into the boonies or on farmland, what if a deer comes? You'll kill yourself. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. So, some good food for thought. I do like these parts of the streams where we get a little bit into all sorts of topics. So, back to what happened with construction. This is real sad. So, this family I know very well. They were a staple on our street for so long. They would hold the barbecues. They would hold Victoria Day, May 2-4, fireworks, Canada Day fire. Like, such a good family. And they're still going. They moved away to where it's really nice and peaceful. And I still live in a good area, but it's tarnished. It's really bad now compared to, I can't imagine what it's going to be like in 20 to 50 years. So back to the story. So sadly, both women, right? They're one was my age, and then the younger sister was like 2-3 years younger. So the younger lady, about 15, 20 years ago, she married, or it was close relationship, serious relationship. She might have been married. I really don't remember. But it was her guy. I think she was married. And he died in a construction accident. And then 10 years later, and this was in 2019, 10 years later, the girl my age, her husband killed in construction. They lost both husbands. Right? Sisters, they lost both their husbands to construction. And both, I think, were due to, one of them fell off a building. I think both had a fall. Construction's brutal, bro. You got to be so safe, and those jobs, you can do everything right. If someone else messes up, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that's great, man. On a farmhouse between farms, that's the way to do it. Have a couple of solid neighbors in total peace. Maybe some firearms. Just in case, if you're all by yourself, it's probably good to be armed. Here in Canada, we can have hunting rifles, but they don't want us to have it. Yeah, it's brutal, man. Both of them. And they're both sweetheart girls. Dude, it's oh, man. It's the suffering, the tragedy people have to go through. It's rough, man. And the poor kids, too. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Life is precious. 8 kids, dude. You're a friggin' Chad, man. You're keeping this whole show going. When you're gone, your boys are swimming in the ocean of life. That's awesome, bro. I have a lot of respect for people who have kids. I don't know if I even want to do it. I'm in my 40s. So many things would have to go right. And then maybe. So, that's awesome, man. 8 kids. That is crazy. I thought about it too. Oh, we're going to get into the polygamy epiphany that's going to save the world. I'm actually, I watched a video and I somehow got convinced that polygamy might actually be a good idea. Just for the men, though. That's the only way it works. Sorry, ladies, I didn't write the rules. If we're going to go biblical, technically polygamy is not a no-no. But again, good luck selling that to the modern woman, right? And I do admit, it is kind of weird when you look at the photo and it's like a guy and 3 women. But in terms of living like a boss and a king, and men are designed to be attracted, like we're designed to want multiple women. But we're also designed to want to be one-on-one as well. That would be ideal. But hear me out. The amount of kids, you can have way more kids because us guys, we can bang them out. With women, you're one and done for like 9 months. You're out of commish. Most prophets had many wives. The polygamy epiphany. So many Christians are like, we are burning their freaking ears right now. Yeah, the Mormon. Yeah, I think they steered away from it because of apparently them and the other guy. Is it Latter-day Saints or? Anyways, nothing against people that have those beliefs. I don't subscribe to those beliefs. And then you have some nutballs who unfortunately the polygamy thing, the abuse would happen, right? And that's bad. That shouldn't happen, And we're not in an age where you should be giving your daughters up at fucking 17 and shit. No. But so I don't agree with that. But in terms of being a giga-chad and saving the human race from God knows what we're up against with people that are, it's for a certain percentage of the population, terrorism is now celebrated. So I don't know what happened in the last 25 years other than a lot of breeding of a lot of very weak-minded, uneducated cultures with a lot of problems. So let's just we're at war, guys. We've been replaced over here. Right? We're at war on so many angles. It's a different kind of battlefield these days. So should I go all out and have 100 kids? The ultimate FU to the system. Now, hear me out about the polygamy thing, because this is funny. Okay? Here's my thing about that. If people say that, gay marriage, you can have that, but polygamy is so bad. Or you could be a porn star and bang 100 guys, but don't you have 2, 3? You realize polygamy is illegal, and when you go on the map, the world map, it's all the first world civilized countries that have it illegal, right? Not all of them, but that's the thing. And I realized, I go, gee, why have we been programmed to feel that it's the worst thing? And I think what part of it is the terrible examples of these nutballs in compounds. That's where you go wrong, is when it turns into a compound. See, the real master would have the wives in the different houses. No, honestly, it is a wild thing to even entertain. But if the women were for it, right? If it was with consent, to me, it's not a sin. But you got to marry them, and you can't cheat. But if you got 2 or 3, and then there's no fucking arguing. You go to the next one. It all works out. They wouldn't dare. Men used to be treated and revered, and held in such high esteem and respect, and women understood. And now it's bloody pantsuits and fucking, a bloody free for all. In the pulpit and in the government. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's like anybody. You see the politicians these days, they're nothing. They do nothing. Like they're so like the least qualified people that hate the fucking country, hate the people, are the ones that are even elected. Like so there's some really weird. Eventually, we know what it's gonna be. We know it's gonna turn into this. Like at first, I really couldn't understand how society could fall and become so disillusioned or delusional. Now it's making perfect sense. I mean, look what happens when everything's like it's all poor women, right? Like it's like the best time ever for them, and you still got to bitch about all this shit. What was my point? I was gonna really slam dunk another point, and I lost it. Yeah, and then but look what's being produced. It's this is why. You wanted to have everything, and it was all me, and look what's happened. Like, how could you ever think that it would be appropriate for people of another sex, like, they get to demand to go in the other gender's locker room? It's insane. It's like basically fuck the majority and their right to private. So it makes sense now. Like you just get stupider and less qualified people, and people that aren't educated, know nothing about history, know nothing about true religion, and they put stuff to do what they're doing to kids. Like literally the prophecy came true. Leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone, man. Someone pointed that out in a tweet the other day. I saw it, and it's so true. Like, what has happened to society? And it makes sense. This is what happens when we're more worried about offending a certain group, and now you cater to it, and now anybody can be an expert. Like, it's just mad now. It's really, really wild. Why a man can have many girlfriends while married, but can't be married to more than one? Hold on. You possibly fierce. Oh, it's definitely got to be responsible. If you were to do it, you have to provide for all of them. And you'd have to be genuine too. Like you shouldn't. First of all, it's not even a thing that most modern women can even like deal with or comprehend. So it wouldn't even work for them. But yeah, with the right candidates, I agree though. You'd have to be financially secure. Like you can't be irresponsible. You have to be. This is what men are called to be. Is like we have to make sure, like, we're supposed to have productivity, accountability, and sustainability for the family, right? I agree 100%, bro. Why a man can have many girlfriends while married, but can't be married to more than one? Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah, like cheating. I think technically cheating's against the law in some states still. Honestly, that shouldn't even really be a law like that. Like, whatever. Whatever happens, happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Should be free to choose, right? Like, there shouldn't be legislation telling you that adultery, you're getting... And they'll never charge you for that anyways. But, polygamy, it's so bad. Like, I just realized, I go, wait. If everybody... Like, we would be so successful. There'd be so many... Like, okay, it sucks for women. I totally agree. Like, from a woman's perspective, especially now that we've given them, like, not given them, but now they get to experience, they get to choose, and a lot of them want to be more modern, and I understand that, right? But then, again, like, someone made a great case where rather than having to marry a man that's not really gonna, like, better for them to have one really good husband and 4 of them get them than the one good husband's all like this. It's hard to find it. Like, it's tough for women, man. Like, I know I sound like I'm ranting about women because of my point of view. Okay, fair play. But I really do feel for women. If I was a woman, knowing what I know spiritually and how the order God said everything, man, for picking a husband, like, it would have to be fucking Superman. Like, women do have it really, like, it can be really, they have a lot of things they have to deal with, and vice versa. But, yeah, it's tough, man. But, again, if you know your place, no offense, we're talking about humility and submission, okay? A man has his place, too. A man has to know his place, too. I'm not trying to shit on women. But, anyways. That's the end of that fucking statement. Women have it really tough. So, would society be better off in the future if polygamy was more, I don't even care if it's accepted, but if it's implemented, right? And I'm talking about good Christian families. We need that. Society needs that, right? Every race, every culture, right? We need more good, strong families. And I mean, what's happening to people in some of these countries, man, what they're doing to these boys in Africa, what they're doing to them in Afghanistan and Africa, bro, like, it's like, it's just hell on earth, man. What do you even do? Like, that culture, if that's the culture, and it's so, let's bring that over here. Oh, yeah, sure, Uber Eats, come on over. Like, we're fucking crazy. So it's a bit of a free-for-all. Right? And I get it. It's a bit of a double-edged sword. You want to give people a chance, but how do you vet? And again, that's why at least do things legally, right? Like, that's just logic. So yeah, back to this polygamy stuff. See these numbers are steady when you get into. We're just gonna go fucking Jerry Springer. Oh, we'll get to the match review later. Anyway, back to polygamy. Me and my 4 wives here. Imagine the reaction videos. It'd be great. You have an argument, you just rotate. I'm joking, right? Obviously, if you were to ever have the balls and boldness and arguably stupidity at this point to be interested in polygamy as a man, I mean, it does really benefit us, though, eh? Like, boy, is it tailored to our needs. And I've seen some comments where women are like, oh, you just justify it. Christian women, they get mad, because they see it. They want to act like we're big sinners for daring to, by the way, all the prophets and the kings, and it was okay. It wasn't a sin. God said he would even add more to David had he not done that stupid thing. Right? So, some women just get mad. Some people just get mad. Right? And I saw someone bringing it up like, oh, you're just so your own lustful desires and you can't. It's like, no. There's logic behind, but people can't handle it. Yeah, well, you wouldn't be able to do it legally. But it's not illegal. Like here, I'll break it down to you. Yeah, you have a great night, Steven Rogers, my man. Thank you so much for your comments, bro, and your support. I really appreciate you. I'm reading your comment here. You have a great night, and it's going to be a rocking season, man. Great start. But yeah, the whole idea of being married is you got to be faithful to who you're married to. And again, if you had the advantage of like multiple wives, like, sure, people can try to shit on it and say, what's the point? But hey, a marriage is a marriage, and that's the way God made it. So I think there's an actual route where it's legitimate. Thanks, bro. But yeah, so here's how you would do it. Man, I thought all these marriage tactics, like you wouldn't, because we're going to lose half if it goes wrong. So I came up with I go, okay, sometimes I like to think of tactical things, like what would I do if? Not that I'm ever going to do it. I just like to think of how do I play by play work it to what I want to accomplish, right? So like the first thing is, if you could get married, now it's so not realistic, but if you were to get married, I wouldn't need, first of all, unless someone is even, I don't know, I wouldn't even get the certificate. To me, it's none of the government's business whether I'm married or not. It's a spiritual thing. For me, when I get married, if I ever got married, it's between me, God, and my spouse. The government has nothing to do with it. I don't have to say that I'm married. For tax purposes, sure, I could state that I'm married, or I could just say single to the government. I don't know. I don't know how that. I doubt they would ever try to do anything to you, because that's now granted, this is the same corrupt government that threw everybody under the bus. So you never know what they're capable of in terms of evil. But you'd like to think they wouldn't dare go after something like this, which is a simple religious choice when it comes to marriage. Now, how you would do it was, you obviously are not going to let the government know. Just get married. Like, it's a covenant between you, God, and the other person, right? So there's nothing stopping you from getting married to another person if you were to do it. You probably have to go to Utah. You might want to live in Utah, where they kind of made it a very small crime. You got to go to Crazy Town, where all them compounds were. You know that thing I said not to do? And geez, boy, do you ever want to who wouldn't want to have a compound? But you know that never works out. Look what happened to Waco, or Ruby Ridge, or Ruby Ridge wasn't a compound, or the guys that challenged the government over the cattle dispute. Just nuts, man. Never underestimate what the government's willing to kill you for. That's like a great quote I read on Twitter. They will kill you for the most. They killed Peanut the squirrel and the raccoon in New York because they're not a regular pet, or whatever their bullshit reason was. So, yeah, like, oh, maybe polygamy is such a no-no because it would be, the government would have, see, an empowered family. The government aren't interested in empowered families. They're interested in tax-paying servants to the state. So no wonder why, like, screw it. I'm like all in polygamy for all the good men and women that want to save what's left, or like, let's go Lord of the Rings and build our friggin' epic war finale in Gondor to take over and beat the evil one. Like, let's do it, man. So I actually look at it as a really good thing now. And I only just had that epiphany. I call it the polygamy epiphany. I had that like literally 2 weeks ago. So that's all you would do. You just wouldn't, like, the government doesn't, like, whatever. Like, okay, maybe on your taxes you have to say you're married. I don't think you have to say who it is too. And again, that's just taxes. As long as you pay, like, the government can kiss my ass. I mean, geez, even tax is extortion. Right? It's extortion. Property tax? Like, come on, man. Get out of here. And then they're blowing the money. You see how much money they've blown off of, like, total. How many people have been sucking at the teat of they know somebody and get a job, and it's all this these fake friggin' charitable things that aren't even charities. So that's how you would do it. Summer at the Longhouse, man. I like that. Summer at the Longhouse. Tell you, if I had 4 wives, it would be a longhouse. It'd be some friggin' Norwegian. Oh, marry a Norwegian chick. Get some Norwegian wood. Isn't it good? Norwegian wood. That morning wood's a bitch, though, dude. Like you got know what you got. See, the ladies don't understand. Morning wood is so frustrating if you don't have anywhere to park that car, man. So, yeah, man. Let's get her going, man. All the ladies, LFC ladies, you can apply for. Don't you hate when they say apply? Like, fuck off. Like, you see it on dating profiles. Apply here. Like, so yeah, no, I think we're good. Chiesa, there you go. There's a comment. We need to get back. We need Chiesa to take us from. We've talked about polygamy. It's like, Sean, you gonna upload player ratings or more reactions? I know I got a polygamy short coming up pretty soon. Now, can I do replays in this thing live? Like, just throw anything at the audience. Oh shit! Hold on. Can I do replays? Or you can do it on your phone. I was having fun with it last time. I love the fact, again, my reaction video is probably right at 2.3K views. I uploaded a short with no fucking volume because I didn't know. And it got more views than the reaction video. Like, that's why I get so mad with YouTube. It makes no sense. Like, they've made it too random. Like, not random, but it's like, you get this amount of views, and that's it. Meh. Like, piss off. 2K views. What's it at now? Well, one thing you can count on is once I get comfortable in these streams, you just keep going, man. We go Thelma and Louise. Like, right off the rails. Polygamy. Like, but it's true, man. Like, that shouldn't even be a law. That law is to discourage people. Unfortunately, I do agree. Not unfortunately that I agree, but I do agree that unfortunately any abusive man with that kind of power, that's a really bad. That's why it got such a bad name to begin with, right? Because I remember growing up, like, polygamy was like, to me it was perceived, like, I didn't even think about it, but it was just automatically like a real bad thing. And now you're telling me now that that's still really bad with fucking Banana Town, with friggin' literally out on the street, dicks out in front of kids? What a joke, man. This world's like, it's really like, we gotta have some friggin' checks and balances here. But hey, listen, just believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, believe the gospel, and if it's hard to understand or seems far-fetched, actually read the New Testament, right? And sincerely seek God and pray, and you'll be with the legends in heaven. We won't have to worry about. Then it's like polygamy, like you wouldn't believe. No, I'm just kidding. Who knows what it's like on the other side? Anyway, I get too worked up in these streams, man. There's literally a guy with a polygamy channel. That's where I watched that video. I'm like, dude's got a pretty good argument. Jeez. Let me see the comments here. But yeah, God bless Chiesa, man. That was so needed. What was that? 88 minutes, something like that. And of all people, Chiesa. That's that run to right to the corner, and so good. Okay, let's back to this polygamy stuff. It's a hot topic right now. Like, imagine having 3 or 4 of them. Like, it's all dawning on me now. I've been thinking about things so wrong. Like, this whole romance. Like, I'm a guy who's lived through it, man. I had my heart out there, and I lived the most ridiculous, heartbreaking story ever. Arguably ever. Not too painful, but it was painful in the early years when I had to figure everything out, or no, when I couldn't figure it out, you know. Now I'm like, you know, sometimes it's just that simple. It's like the Frank Caliendo Bill Clinton impression. I like tail. Or Dana Carvey, he does a great Clinton impression. I need variety. Oh, jeez, Dana Carvey's so good. So in Utah, if you're a Mormon or and polygamy, we prove with. Well, I guess it's just like, I don't know if you can get a legal certificate. Probably not if it's illegal. But they're not going to like, first of all, I don't know if any state would ever charge you with that. Because it's really like, I don't know. It's just, it's a law that shouldn't really be there. Do I think we need Isaac in the team? I think we can do without him, but having him would be massive, obviously. So, yeah, I mean, if we'll see how City does, right? Like, how will we do? Like, that's a tough question to answer right now. Wishful thinking and, like, positives, how we look. Like, I mean, we look pretty good. Like, I trust the guys know what they're doing, Slot and Co. I have a girlfriend. She's in an open relationship with many guys she met on dating app, but it's not serious, and it's like cheating. Even cheating with a married man is insane. Yeah, I mean, if the two parties agree, then that's like half the battle right there. But if you're married, it should have. There are certain boundaries and rules when it comes to marriage. That's a tough one for women, though. In terms of polygamy, or even in terms of regular one-on-one, there's some some learning to do there. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. I'm not really big on open relationships. I don't really practice that. Me and my ex girlfriend, who I was at her place last night, almost got it on. She was so hungry though. I got her a sub, and so I was just like, yeah, just eat. She started it too. I wasn't even gonna try, man. Well, I kind of mentioned something as a joke, and then she just like we kind of inadvertently kind of did this, and then it was kind of going to be an open relationship because we basically broke up. We kind of broke up multiple times, but like we kind of had the first time it got rough, and it was me kind of pulling out, because she kind of I kind of had to put my foot down. She was a little bit such a great woman, but she can get a little bit harsh. And I was right to have my stance. That rocked her. And we kind of were almost breaking up, but I salvaged it. And then we yeah. Anyway, she's really good, man. She's a really sweet woman. Such a giving woman to so many people. She had a tragic loss of her best friend. Her best friend's daughter has cerebral palsy, so she's still helping with the widower. This girl obviously having a handicap like that. She's like, you know, they're like family, right? So so yeah, we broke up, but we're like, we still might see each other. Like, we left it open. There's a chance. I still want to take her away on some vacations and stuff when I have money. But she works really hard. She's got her own business. She's her own vendor for a big. Like, she's got it's like she works with and for and kind of owns her own company. Would merge with another company. And she's responsible for like fucking millions and millions of dollars in sales. Bottom line, she has a lot of pressure. So one day I got into a rant over, like, we were talking about some world issues, and I just freaking, not polygamy, honestly. Like, for men, now that I realize it, it's like, oh wait, I could just marry them spiritually, and if it doesn't work out, I'm still married to each, like, I don't have to freaking worry. But you got to be married. That's the only way it works. And even then, like, good luck. Like, it's wild. I know. It's as wild as that Chiesa goal. So I just thought we had to keep, the numbers were not, we're stuck at 3 people watching live. I had to, polygamy, we were hitting 10. For, like, you can't look, you can't click away. You have to hear how crazy it is. Right? Fine line between insanity and genius. Like, there's a bit of truth to that for sure, but anyways. Yeah, it is what it is. Main thing is to find someone. If you want to have a relationship or desire one, then they really gotta be looking out for you. It's got to be the right candidate. I wouldn't. Definitely don't marry for convenience. You know. But sometimes there's certain convenience that is actually, you know, like it's not an easy thing. I can't imagine for women how difficult that can be. Oh, I don't know, Summer. I really don't know. I haven't really been looking into anything. But if I'm going to do a lot of content, I'm going to have to, I'll be looking for stuff to get into. So. But yeah, it's been good. It's midnight here. It's 12:51 a.m. I should have been working. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. 10 years of Liverpool football talk. It's been good. It's been really good. There's Mo with the cowboy hat. So again, thanks for tuning in. I did show you the full Monty, which is just a hybrid of me having Mo and HAALAND and Wood and Cells with the team of the week. That's all. It's just that easy. Just cheat. Whoever steals team of the week first has the best chance to get in the top 100. All right, guys. So I'm looking forward to more streams where we get more comments, and I just keep going. If we had flooded comments, I could do 5 hours, man. We're at 3 hours and 10 minutes. Like, that's wild. I keep saying wild. It was. Cheers' moment was wild. The word just came out. In the reaction video, I said it like 3 times. And I had to edit it. Like, I knew YouTube wasn't going to push it. I had to take out the swearing. So there was no Kirkaz rants. What I should do is keep the swearing and bleep it out. But that takes a little bit more editing. It's not easy. If you're used to me having tags in the video, not tags, but text telling you who's going to score. I used to do that right before the goal reaction. I kind of felt like it gave it away, but I would only show it like 5 seconds before or less. But I like you guys not even knowing, and then you see the goal reaction. And if you go to the bottom of my reaction videos, especially going forward, what I will do is I will put, rather than putting text telling you the moment, I will put it in the timeline, in the comments, so it shows up on the bottom of the video as chapters. I think that's a better way to do it, to be honest. So, let me go see if I can pick up some of them. How many wives? 3's pretty good. 3 or 4. Right? And you don't have to worry so much about the pick for looks, because you can get more, you can marry more. It's brilliant. You know, one gets pregnant, you still got 3. And you can pull out. Genius, genius, genius. That's a quote from the Greek guy. If you want to watch a funny video, type in Greek. Greek funny. It was one that the Greek credit crisis. That guy put the funniest, Thanos or something, or Panos. That guy that's the funniest. If you ever see that video, it's like the funniest thing, man. I'm going to show you. Well, my gift to you before I go. Genius, genius, genius. Okay, go to this. I'll show you. Yeah, there it is. I don't know which one it is, though. There it is. This is the one. I'm gonna copy and paste the link for you guys. How about that? Rather than, let's get this screen. Screw this. Hard cam. There it is. Okay. In the chat. Watch this video. There's a little treat for you guys. Once we're done, open that video and watch it in another browser or something. I don't know what just do it if you're sincere. Yeah, I know, eh? That's what I like about the polygamy thing, is like, I won't even divorce you. Like, it makes it much easier. Just like, oh, you don't like me? Oh, a bad decision? That's okay. Like, all the best. I'll even give you some money. Like, I'll help out if we have kids or whatever. You got to have a shit ton of money if you're going to do this, by the way. Do not attempt polygamy with, like, you need a base of $10 million to even dare entertain this. Because, yeah, right? Like, I thought about it. Oh, the consequences aren't that bad, because if it goes wrong, you still get 3 more or 4 more. But even 2 would be wild. 2 wives? Can I marry you for the Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah, you get scammed. It's like, well, no sweat off my back. I don't have to pay half. They scam me. No, if you're actually going to do it, I mean, no joke. You'd want it. It'd have to be the right people. Finding 2, and that would be really, like, again, a lot of women would not be able to even entertain that, and I respect that. Like, that's, you know. But some women can. Is that what a real Proverbs 31 woman is? Is there like a connection there? I think there might be. Not that that's, what's the word? Not that that's a prerequisite. Not that that's a necessary qualification. Right? I'm sure you can be a Proverbs 31 woman and be single your entire life. So, but, you know, any woman that would go for polygamy, you know she's going to be submissive. Like, right? Ooh. Okay, it's getting too much. Time to shut it down, man. You guys have a good one. Thanks for the stream. I really love the comments, and everyone's really great. It'll get better too once we get more people in and I start doing content on the regular. Like, can you imagine the polygamy talk with like 100 people watching live? Like we're talking like we're gonna like break some real friggin' molds here. We're gonna really like challenge people to, you know, go the extra mile and get that extra wife. You got to be a shooter, man. Shooter McGavin. You got to shoot for the stars. That Happy Gilmore was amazing. I know that, like, yeah, the second half and where it went and certain things they did. I know it wasn't like everybody's cup of tea, but I loved the movie. I loved Happy Gilmore too. I couldn't ask for a better movie. You jackass. Eminem's in the fucking thing. Yeah, Detroit, what? He fucking rip him. I like it. He even makes fun of himself, man. That was fucking hilarious. So good. So, yeah. Remind me when we have 2,000 people watching live. I think the most I've ever had watching was about 700, and you couldn't even keep up with the comments. That's why now I'm like, oh wow, I see channels with a certain channel 6K live, and the comments don't move nearly as fast as my 700. Oh, because they were real people. That's right. Right at the end, we just had to get one more in there. This could be a bold Liverpool football talk. Talking about polygamy. Y'all come back real soon. Jeez. Just fun. I love to joke around in these streams. Anyway, just some food for thought. Don't. Good luck selling that one to the ladies. But all you have to do is just, if you can make a biblical case, and you get the right women. I mean, I saw some women with, they were all happy too. Like, both women were happy, and, you know, but it's definitely a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Summer at the Longhouse. I figure it's just you and another person in here. I really appreciate you sticking around, Mr. Smith, Stephen Rogers, everybody with the comments today, the donations. You know who you are. Daniel, Ahmed, Shusha, Dale. Thank you, Dale. I saw your comments, and I wanted to give you that shout out. I just rushed the video. If you see that at the end of this video, God bless you, Dale. I'll catch you when you show up. I love the one-on-one interactions. And Mickey J, Tommy Walker, everybody, thank you. Matthew Moore, Moore's Army. Go get it, baby. I saw your comment, and I sent you a reply. You probably read it a while back. Everybody, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of the channel. It's going to be a blast, guys. I'm just going to end the stream, yeah, because, you know, it always seems to go up at the end. Like, I can't get anybody at the start, and then there's, like, just a little bit to keep me going at the end. But yeah, let's call it a night. 3 hours, 21 minutes. Well, you know, we're still going to remember Diogo Jota and his brother. Very touching. I didn't really talk about it other than the live stream when I found out the news. Lovely comments and support from you guys. It felt right to share that live reaction with you guys. Certain things are very important, and it was really sad. A great send off though from everybody, wearing the armbands, doing the moment of silence, number of moment of silences over the last few matches, and yeah, just really sad that we lost Jota, man. I wanted to put some video collage together, but it's very hard to get those videos to stay up. Maybe I start a Patreon, like, where we upload match footage, you know, and critique it, or make a music video, or whatever the case is. It's very hard to incorporate footage, you know. Donna Cullen. Listen, Donna, I don't know if you're ready for this, but we've been talking about polygamy. Sorry. I'm just having fun because you're a lady. Women have it rough, man. Like, I'm going to preach. Don't you worry, ladies. Like, I see from your point of view as much as I possibly can, which is obviously limited. But, oh yeah, it's tough for ladies. Boy, do they have the raw end of the stick a lot of the times. So, just don't give them too much power, and it'll be all right. Okay, Wilt Chamberlain signing off here. It's a polygamy joke. If you don't know about Wilt Chamberlain, Google his record or his claim. He claims to have hit over 10,000. Like, individuals. And by hit, I mean smash. And by smash, I mean that like button. And by like button, I mean that pussy. All right, guys. I gotta go. Sorry, Donna. I shouldn't have. A little too much there. We will talk football next time. Or put in a comment and I'll stick around for 5 minutes. It's always nice to see a new subscriber at the end. That's the beauty of these echo chamber held down live streams. It's all premium one-on-one action here. All right, I'm heading out. You guys take care. See you in the next one. Go get it, baby. Thanks, guys. 10 years Liverpool football talk. We're gonna kick some ass. Go get it.